What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along Super Sunday business, the Manchester Derby. City against United, prime Manchester, prime Coronation Street. And listen, well, Arsenal fans for sure, and probably Liverpool fans as well. We're looking for a United win today if possible. Although I highly doubt it will happen. But, you know, even a draw, even a stinky draw, we will take it. Big up to everyone locked in. Hope you are well. No Arsenal game this weekend, but we are live tomorrow night, Monday Night Football business. So we will be live for that. I believe it's 8 o'clock kickoff, so I'll be live at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So get yourself tuned in. Thought it was a Cruise takeover. Yeah, he'll take over. He'll do one of the shows, don't worry. Curtis, you need to pull up on them Nottingham players. We're going to talk about that as well. Big up Snake Eyes, hope you're well. Big up Jake. Wonder if the refs will just wait until we score before blowing the whistle. Well, we're definitely going to talk about that. Shamelessly supporting United. I know it's strange because United are one of them teams, when they lose, well, I don't know about anybody else, but I've got a lot of friends who support Man United. So they get trolled probably the most, so wanting them to possibly win today is crazy anyway. Johnny said if City doesn't win today, we'll all be City fans next time around. Oh, well, obviously, yeah, they play... who do they play? They play Liverpool next week at Anfield. Peter said yesterday was a ton of emotions. Forest failed us yesterday. United be useful today. A draw is a good result. And... either United win or City batter them. Yeah, that's what you want. If City are going to win, spank them so we can really laugh at Man United. If not, you know, we want Man United to clip them up, maybe on the counter-attack. Before we get talking about a few things, obviously yesterday's game, a little bit of transfer news, so on and so forth. We'll go through the teams. Manchester City team, Ederson in goal, Walker at right back, Nathan Ake at left back, with Diaz and John Stones at centre-back. You would say that is probably Man City's strongest team, to be honest. Nathan Ake's been brilliant at left-back. Stones and Diaz, I've always said, I know I often talk about English tax and how we tend to overrate players in this country, particularly English players, but I think John Stones is one of the most underrated players. I think he's absolutely outstanding. So good on the ball as well. And Nick said he's been to a Taylor Swift concert now. Big C, perfect Sunday car park settings. I mean, Taylor Swift, I won't say anything, bro, but big up yourself. The midfield, Rodri, Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. Yep, good luck dealing with that. And then the front three, Doku, Foden and Haaland. I'm going to be honest. I'll be very, very surprised if Manchester United deal with that team. To me, that's Man City's full strength 11, in my opinion. I don't think they make that any stronger with anybody being back. Ake's a better fullback than Vardiol. Alvarez doesn't really get in the team now. De Bruyne's back, so yeah, good luck dealing with that team. I can't see it happening for them, but we'll see. On the bench, Ortega, Gomez, Akanji, Vardiol, Nunes, Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, and Julian Alvarez. Very strong team. Good bench. Is Kovacic not involved? I hope I haven't missed out Kovacic off the list, because didn't he score last week? I'm assuming he's out injured, unless I've just missed him. Oh, and Bournemouth beat Burnley 2-0. I didn't even know that game was on. Not that you'd want to watch that game anyway. Kovacic. I've missed Kovacic off the bench. I had a feeling, I was like, Kovacic got to be on the bench. He scored last week. Let me edit that. Let's go through the Man United team. And somebody's just put it in the super chat. And I'm going to give you credit for it. But I have to say it as well. I mean, Manchester United, and this is why at times I talk about fallen giants and so on and so forth. How the hell are you playing a Manchester derby in the year 2024 and you're starting with Johnny Evans at centre-back? Like, we might as well have Sol Campbell playing centre-back for Arsenal. There you go. Kovacic has been added. He is on the bench. How the hell are you... They've got John Stones and Ruben Diaz playing at centre-back. Ruben Diaz, one of the best centre-backs in the league. Leader, Portuguese international, captain. You got John Stones, incredible on the ball. Stepped into midfield against Real Madrid last year, outstanding on the ball. And then the team that was the giant of Manchester, while Man City were in League One with Sean Goater and Paul Dickov and Nicky Weaver, you're turning up with Johnny Evans at centre-back. I mean, John said Evans has experience, bro. Dennis Bergkamp's got experience, but I'm not starting him up front tomorrow against Sheffield United. Johnny Evans, fam. And Lindelof's playing at left-back. I mean, listen, Man United is Sunday, day of rest. You're going to need to pray for this. You're going to need some intervention to help you get through this. Onana in goal. Dalot at right back, Lindelof at left back against Phil Foden. He's going to drift past this guy like you wouldn't believe, I'm telling you. What was that game I used to play? Toca Touring Cars, was it, back in the day? PS2 days, chip games, and used to drift around the corner. This guy going to be drifting. Oh, man, it's gonna be madness. Varane and Evans at centre-back. I mean, you got Champions League Varane, and then you got Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans got relegated with Leicester last year. Do you know what? It'd be funny if Johnny Evans pocketed Haaland after I've said all this stuff. It would be funny. It would be funny. You want Gyökeres from Sporting? He looks good. He does look good. Who do you want to win? I want United to win, mate. United. We're all back in United today, lad. We want City to lose. Old school chip games. Yeah, I mean, listen, I spoke about it the other day and someone said, don't mention chip games, you'll get in trouble. My PlayStation was chipped. I was there every Friday, £2.50 a game, people. Toca Touring Cars, Scarface, Grand Theft Auto, Pro Evo, Crash Bandicoot, Tomb Raider. What else did I have? I had a whole heap of games, man, I'm sure. Hey, big up my broski, you know. Hey, come on. Make sure you go and follow him as well. You know how many people say to me, where's Fran? I say, listen, I believe Fran is in a cave somewhere just outside of Nottingham. His beard is probably down to his chest. He's probably got a Jerry curl afro. I don't think he's left that house for at least 5 or 6 months, but he's grafting. Big up Fran. This is his channel, 10 Trading. Go and follow him. Financial advice, crypto, all of that stuff. He knows what he's talking about. He's there. Big up my brother. He said, yes, community, it's been a while. Hit the likes for my brother. Big up Fran. Franit Xhaka. Make sure you go and follow him. 10 Trading. Not 10 Hog Trading. This guy actually knows what he's talking about. He's in a cave, people. I'm convinced he's got no light, no nothing. He's just living in a cave. Handling business, though, man. Sometimes you got to do that and just stay away from all the social media madness. So I respect it. The Man United team, anyway. Yeah, Johnny Evans and Varane. Lindelof at left back. They're going to need some help and some intervention. I can't lie. In midfield, Casemiro, McTominay, and Mainu. I mean, basically, well, I was going to say 3 defensive midfielders, but McTominay, he does get forward. And he pops up with the odd clutch moment. And then the front 3, Bruno Fernandes playing right wing. We've got Nacho on the left and Marcus Rashford up front. I mean, Rashford up front has not worked for a long, long time. So the only thing is, I suppose playing left wing against Kyle Walker, Walker wraps him up sometimes, especially at the Etihad. Although he's done all right at times against him. So it's an interesting one. It's definitely interesting. Fran said, I'm in a cave until the 7 figures are locked in. You know me. I know, bro. I know. I see what's going on with Bitcoin as well. So I know you're smiling in that cave anyway. You know, Bitcoin's doing a madness. But hey. But yeah, the Man United bench, some of these guys, Bayan Deer, is it? Second choice keeper, Amrabat, Diallo, Ericsson, Anthony, Forson, Collier, and Habib. So I'm assuming some of them are young players on the beach. Big up Jason who said, aloha from Maui. I really got to go Hawaii, man. You know, it's one of them places, isn't it? I always see, man, I need to go Hawaii, definitely, man. All right, let me read out these super chats. Richard said, Johnny Evans starting a Manchester derby in 2024. Was Richard who put the comment initially. You definitely triggered a thought there. Evans should be... He said, Evans should be playing Masters football on Sky. Remember Masters football on the indoor thing? I used to like that, you know. Masters football was good. I used to love that. They stopped that on Sky, didn't they? And Richard's become a new member. Big up yourself, Richard. Richard. Big up your damn self. And A says, big up Fran, your content is amazing. Thanks for everything. Go and follow him, people. Build that community. A lot of you have asked where he is. There's his channel, 10 Trading. Make sure you go and support him. He's doing great things over there. And he knows what he's talking about. Nando said, big up Big C. Hope you're having a blessed weekend. Hoping United can do something for us. Let's see, man. Let's see. Jason says, big up Curtis. Mahalo for the shout out. Big up yourself. You need to come to Grenada, the Spice Island of the Caribbean. I got a good friend who lives in Grenada. He's always telling me about it. I've been to a couple Caribbean islands, Jamaica, Dominica, went Antigua once as well. But I need to go to some more. Whammer, hey, big up man like Whammer. Big up man like Whammer. 10 Curtis Shaw TV memberships gifted. Big up yourself. Always appreciate the support, bro. Constantly gifting out memberships. And I told you, by the end of the season, we're trying to get everyone to be a member. And you ain't even going to have to buy them. We'll get them gifted out. I'll gift some more out as well. Do you know what, in fact? Let me have a look. What the... Because sometimes it doesn't let me gift them for some reason. I don't know if there's a limit on how many I'm allowed to gift. I don't know what it is. I have gifted a few out. Let's have a look if I can gift some. This is what we do here. You know, you got to reward the community. It's a Sunday. You got to give thanks, you know. Right, what are we doing? There we go. I think I've gifted 5 there. I don't know whether that's actually gone through or not. I can't see it in the comments. Did that go through? Right, there we go. Yes, let's do this. 5 more. Let's do this. Curtis Shaw TV memberships, 5 more. Big up Wamaru gifted 10. 5 from me. There you go. 15 memberships today. Let's go. Let's keep building the community. Strong people, strong. Joshua, Big C, could you shout out my mother-in-law, Audrey, who hails from Jamaica? She might cook you a batch of dumplings. Yeah, listen, send them on, people. Fried dumplings. I know they're not too good for you, and I want to promote healthy living. But every now and then, nice fried dumpling alongside the jerk chicken. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I need a good dinner today. I can't lie. So big up Joshua as well. Sassy said, Curtis, I want to go visit the Caribbean. I don't trust them planes. Bro, like I said, the local planes, you know, it's like getting a bus in the skies. They're bumpy, you know, but just fly to an island direct, get a big plane over there, and you're good, you know. Virgin or British Airways or something, and land American Airlines, and you're good. But yeah, them Liat planes, like I said, man was pulling out duct tape at the airport to patch something up on the plane. I said, nah, this ain't for me. I'd rather swim or, I don't know, we do something. Big up to Kevin Campbell. Big up, yeah, he's on his way back. Feeling much better. He's out of hospital. He's on the mend. Big up, Kev. I'll have him on here soon. We'll be arguing again soon. Don't you worry about that. Right, couple of things to talk about. Kickoffs in 12 minutes. It's flown by. Great interaction with the community. Over 1,100 of you already, which is amazing considering it's a neutral watch-along. Bayer Leverkusen are winning 1-0 at half-time, apparently. Obviously in their race for the Bundesliga. Right, couple of things I want to talk about. Obviously yesterday I didn't tweet about this or anything because I was out as this was happening, but obviously I saw it and I looked into it. I didn't know the full story as well, which is why I didn't tweet anything about it. But yesterday, Liverpool, absolute... I mean, do you know what? I didn't know the circumstances. So I was out and I just checked at the end of the game. I thought... let me have a little check. Let's see how Liverpool got on against Forest. I know a few people in Nottingham who went to the game. And I just saw 1-0 Liverpool. I didn't bother checking who scored. I didn't know when the goal went in. I didn't know anything about it. And then I was getting DMs and stuff. People saying, yo, have you seen what's happened, Liverpool Forest? I was like, yo, what's everyone going mad about? 1-0. I expected them to win anyway. So I then obviously came back, watched the highlights. And I'm like, yo... listen, and you know me, people. I don't like blaming referees. I really don't, right? I don't like blaming refs. I'm not on that. I think sometimes football is football. But Forest got robbed. Now, people in the comments are saying Forest bottled it, blah, blah, blah. One thing I will say, Taiwo Awoniyi, mate, I want to see your betting account because Former Liverpool player gets the ball on the edge of the Forest area, could have cleared it, tries to dribble it, loses it to McAllister. McAllister whips it in, and Darwin does the rest. I actually think, and I've always said this, I think there's a player there with Darwin Núñez. I know he's not the most prolific, but I do think there's a player there. However, let's talk about the standard of refereeing in this country. Absolutely pathetic. Right, this is the procedure for a drop ball. If the ball is dropped for the defending team goalkeeper in their penalty area, it's when the game is stopped. If the ball was either in the penalty area or the last touch of the ball was in the penalty area, in all other cases, the referee drops the ball for the player of the team that last touched the ball. So, the whistle was not blown until after Hudson-Odoi had had 2 or 3 touches of the ball here on the edge of the penalty area. So Konate goes down, holding his head injury, fair enough. You got to protect the player. Funnily enough, Konate was up within about 3 seconds. But he's playing the game, it's part of the game, I understand it. Paul Tierney, one of the worst referees in England. Hudson-Odoi has the ball, edge of the box, has 2 touches of the ball. Referee blows his whistle. Head injury. Fair enough, no problem. 96th minute, guy's down with a head injury. Guess what? Drop ball should be Forest ball. Instead, he does a drop ball and gives it to Onana. Unopposed. Just Onana have the ball, mate. Not Onana, I've gone crazy. Kelleher in goal for Liverpool. Drops the ball to him. Kelleher smashes it up the pitch. Forest struggle to clear it. McAllister whips it in goal. Now, I understand. Awoniyi, he's got to do his job. Just smash the ball forward out for a throw-in and you get a point. However, we can't ignore, and I don't like doing this, and anyone who watches this channel on a regular basis, I hate blaming referees. I really do. I think, just get away from that. But you can't ignore that. You just can't ignore that. Like, it's scandalous. Why are you giving the ball to Liverpool when Forest were in possession? Now, a lot of Liverpool fans were saying, but Forest were time wasting during time added on, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. 8 minutes is just a minimum. The referee can go over that. Why did Forest not get the drop ball? And I'm sorry, it's unexplainable and inexcusable. It's a shambolic standard of refereeing. The biggest, the richest league in the world, you ain't even got competent referees. And I'm sorry, until they figure it out, they are going to continue to cast that shadow over the Premier League. And I've said it before, Goatanelli. I've said it before. Nobody can tell me there isn't corruption in the Premier League when it comes to the refs. I'm sorry. Some of these refs are big football fans of certain clubs. There's no way they don't manipulate the game. I know, I'm not saying I've got proof there, but I stand on that. There's no doubt. Fran said, how on earth can a ref with that much experience make that mistake? How can we not know that? They had the ball, drop ball, you have it. You know what I mean? This ref who's been in the Prem for years. Imagine we lose the league by 2 points to Liverpool. And there's your 2 points. So, listen, I don't like to look for excuses. I'm not about that. I believe in taking accountability. But sometimes things are out of your hands and you expect the referee to do his job. It wasn't a difficult decision. So, yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely shocking by that ref. Richard said, after slagging off Evans, I've put £10 on him to score. You probably get great odds. Wouldn't surprise me. I've slaughtered him for 10 minutes. He'll probably score a header. Thermal, thank you very much for becoming a member, bro. Really appreciate that. And, yeah. Listen, I'm going to look at a couple of other things. Kickoff's in 6 minutes, so I'm going to go through this quickly. A story has broken out of Germany this morning, and a number of Premier League clubs are on red alert, people. Jamal Musiala has rejected a new deal at Bayern Munich as he targets a move to the Premier League, with Manchester City and Liverpool leading the race. Absolute baller. Baller. Like, honestly, we should be going all out for him. And I'm not saying we'll get him. The problem you got, if Man City go for him, he goes to City, doesn't he? Pep Guardiola. Man City, money, champions, treble. But we should be throwing our name in the hat. That is an outstanding young footballer, 21 years of age. I'm not saying it will happen. It'll probably go City. This is why I say to people go, yeah, if we buy Ivan Toney, we'll win the league. If we get Osimhen, we'll win the league. You get Gyökeres, we'll win the league. City will go big in the summer. They know Real Madrid are probably going to get Mbappe. They're probably going to get Alphonso Davies. City didn't really have that big a window this summer. If you look at it, Doku, Vardiol and Kovacic and Mateus Nunes. Imagine if City really decide to flex their muscle, go and get Musiala. They're being linked with Kimmich and one or two other players as well. So listen, it'd be big money. I don't expect Arsenal to go for him. He would cost probably around 100 million. And unfortunately for Arsenal, the position he plays in is probably the position that we've been playing Kai Havertz. And we've paid 65 million, 280 grand a week. So it's very unlikely to happen. Will he go to Liverpool? Not sure with Klopp leaving. But City, you know, that would be a serious, serious move if Musiala comes back to the Prem. So good and elegant on the ball. He just looks like a Pep Guardiola player. So, yeah, listen, a lot of clubs will be looking to get him. And obviously, just before we get into this game, I thought we'd have a quick look at the Premier League table, how this game may affect Arsenal and other teams as well. Obviously, Liverpool are top. They would have been top even if they drew yesterday anyway, but obviously they've got a bit more breathing space. City are 4 points behind. This is their game in hand. There'll be a point if they win. Arsenal 5 points behind. Our game in hand is tomorrow, so we'd be a couple of points behind them. And obviously Aston Villa got that late winner yesterday against Luton as well. So they're on our backs. They're only 3 points behind Arsenal. We've got our game in hand, so we'll be 6 ahead of them. So Villa are doing brilliant, by the way. When you think about the amount of time Emery's been there, you know, what, season and a half, picked them up in a relegation battle. Now he's in the top 4. What a job he's doing. This next 7 days are going to be absolutely massive. As Ish says, Liverpool against Manchester City at Anfield next weekend is huge. I'm going to do a watch-along for that. And obviously, Arsenal play Sheffield United and Brentford at home. Sheffield United away, Brentford at home. Has to be 6 points for Arsenal. And then Aston Villa play Tottenham next week as well. So Arsenal have a good opportunity, number one, to get some breathing space from Villa. And number two, really make up some ground on Liverpool and Man City. So listen, this is a big, big game in terms of the league table, that is for sure. We're 2 minutes away from kickoff. Big up Matt who said, ref, wire me the M's, I'm with Barclays. Bro, you don't know how it moves already, man. There's too much money involved in the Premier League. Marco said United. I'm with you. United. We want United, lad. Prime Coronation Street. We are looking for a Man United win. Marcus Rashford. I'll be doing all sorts of this but that starting 11 concerns me massively. I can't lie. That Man United team, you know, Lindelof at left back, Johnny Evans at centre back. The only hope, let me tell you the only hope I've got. Man United have got 3 quite defensive-minded midfielders in there. I think they're here to spoil the game and maybe try and hit City on the break with Rashford and Garnacho. I think that's best-case scenario. Maybe they can get a point. Peely said, I'm disgusted by Tierney. All the refs in the Premier League need to be sacked. Clement, best-case scenario is Liverpool-City draw next week. LSU says, big up from Houston. Big up yourself. United looking to be defensive. Yeah, I definitely think they're here to counter-attack. That is for sure. So, let's see how this game goes. I hope United win. I really do. Words that I do not say very often. That Kobe Mainoo, I watched him in pre-season. I'm sure many of you watched that game against Arsenal in New Jersey. And he was 17 at the time. And I remember watching the game thinking, the maturity of him on the ball for 17 years of age is outrageous. And he's took that into the Premier League as well. So fair play to him. Proper player. It's always a massive, you know, boost when you can bring a player through your youth system that can save you a lot of money, you know. So, yeah, quality player. We're about to get underway, people. Give me a score predictions in the comments. Manchester City to kick us off at the Etihad, and we are underway. City against United. Manchester Derby, people. Manchester Derby. And we're underway. I'm hoping for... I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. More in hope than expectation. He said, Curtis, if we beat City next week, we are favourites. Liverpool, definitely. If Liverpool beat Man City next week, they are favourites for the Premier League, no doubt about it. That would put them 4 points clear. Here comes City straight away. Doku up against Dalot. And it goes out for an early corner. Corner to City after 30 seconds. 3-1 United said Lay, one can only dream. Nimbo says 2-0 United. If they keep a clean sheet, wow. 4-1 City says Bosch J. 5-0 says Sem. Assassin, your thoughts, bro? Sick of ex-United pundits. They seem to have energy. Yeah, they love that. That's all they do. City take it short. Kevin De Bruyne lays it off to the edge of the box. Foden with the early shot. Deflected. Goes just wide. Corner to City. They're already turning up the heat on Manchester United. Well worked. Look at the way they work that corner. De Bruyne lays it off. Foden's shot was deflected, headed wide. In fact, it's gone quite a long way wide. Headed wide by Dalot there. Do you think Southgate will call up Mainu? He should. De Bruyne whips it in swinger, headed away at the near post. He should, because if you look at it, really, England centre midfield, Bellingham and Rice, top quality. Outside of that, what English centre mid is that good? Phillips is having a poor loan at West Ham. Henderson's getting on now. He's at Ajax. What other centre mid? Mainu should definitely be in the England squad. It wouldn't surprise me if he leaves him out. You know, and he takes Phillips and Henderson. That's the problem with Southgate. Ward-Prowse doing all right as well. Did you see LeBron last night? I did. I watched the game earlier with Cruz, actually. We recorded it and watched it. LeBron, 40,000 points, one of the greatest ever. They should have won the game as well, Lakers, but you know they're not as good as Denver Nuggets. I watched Miami Heat against Utah Jazz last night. That was the early game. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Whipped in, looking for Haaland, headed away by Lindelof. Mooney said, wish me luck, Big C. I'm running a half marathon listening to you. Good luck, bro. Keep going. Don't give up. Even if you got to slow down, make sure you finish the job. Big up yourself and good luck, Mooney. De Bruyne lays it off. John Stones brought down. They're appealing for a penalty. I don't think it is. Looks like they won the ball. Rashford's clearance is not very good. Bernardo, City are all over United. Rodri plays it back post. Doku up against Dalot. It is all Manchester City. Did you watch any of Jude at 16 playing for Birmingham? Unreal, I was bossing games. I only saw the highlights of him. The only reason I ever watched some of his highlights when he was at Birmingham, because we were linked with him. Haaland with the header and goes just wide. Yeah, we were linked with him. Apparently, Edu stopped the deal from going through. They felt it was too much money for a teenager at the time. It's a good tackle, Casemiro, not a penalty. We were linked with Jude Bellingham, so I started watching him a little bit at Birmingham, and Edu apparently pulled the plug on that deal. Yeah, typical Edu. Listen, I suppose it's difficult at that time. 16, who knows what player he's going to become. Now he's at Real Madrid banging goals all over the place. Miami Heat getting better. Someone said, yeah, they are. DJ Van, they are improving. I think Jimmy Butler got a few points last night and they won. I think he got 38 points. They are improving. Big up Nathan. Hope you're well, bro. Nathan Figueroa. City on the ball. United trying to hit them on the break. It's a strange formation. It's like Bruno, Rashford and Garnacho as a 3, but Bruno's dropping into midfield. It's like they're playing with no striker. I think Bruno could be playing false 9 because it looks like Rashford is left wing and Garnacho's right wing. And then I think Bruno's playing as a false 9. So they're actually playing with no striker. Him going to Dortmund was the best. Yeah, listen, his career's worked out perfectly for him anyway. Here comes City. Phil Foden gets it back post to Doku. Up against Dalot, whips it in. It's a poor cross, goes over the bar. Celtics might sweep the entire thing. They are on fire. Jason Tatum's settings, man. They're mashing up the place. Rashford is trash. This season he's been awful. You got to wonder, are you seeing that technique from Doku? That is absolutely horrific. That's the thing with his left foot is not the best. He hit that like a 4-year-old trying to kick the ball. That was awful. I don't know if you've seen that slow motion replay. The technique looks dreadful. Here, United ball over the top. Garnacho. Rashford's in there with him. Is Garnacho going to roll it? He's had too many touches. Oh, what a chance. What a chance for Garnacho. Great speed by Nathan Ake to keep up with him. He should have rolled that to Rashford. I don't know if he was onside there. That was the counter-attack that United will be looking for. Should have done better there, Garnacho. Why did he have so many touches? Good ball over the top. They were in. Just roll it across. Rashford would have had a shot there. Crazy. Celtics fold in the playoffs. This year they look a bit stronger though. Big up Highbury's local badger. Good afternoon. Brother C. Community, much love to you all. Come on, you pagans. Yeah, exactly. Don said, Curtis, is Doku overhyped? You know what he is? He's a live wire. It depends whether he improves technically. For the pace that he's got and for the team that he's playing for, he needs to score goals. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Good tackle, Johnny Evans. Am I going to end up at the end of this game saying Johnny Evans, I've always rated him if he has a great game? Yeah, for me, I think Doku, he's got the talent, but he has to improve technically. His output needs to be better. The best wingers now, they're banging goals. Doku, you know, YouTube, he looks great. He hits the gritty, he's rapid, he's dangerous. But he needs to get better numbers. Haaland finds Foden, right-hand side. Foden up against Lindelof, who actually does quite well there to hold him up. There's Kevin De Bruyne, Foden. Nearly all the team is back. De Bruyne whips it round. Rashford whipped in, headed up in the air. Anana comes out for it, does well, and collects it. Texas Cannons, big up. He said, should be impressed when MC wins. W, that lineup, they should be so ashamed if they don't win every game. Pep is overrated. Wow, and Pep with that nasty spit. Oi, man. Pep. Oi, ball over the top here. It's Bruno Fernandes. United on the break. Pass. Here's Marcus Rashford. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Marcus Rashford with an absolute thunderbolt. 25 yards out. Marcus Rashford in the Manchester derby. Crossbar and in. Tony Yeboah settings. Dre, what was you saying, bro? That's why they've called me the lawyer over the years. What a goal by Marcus Rashford. 25 yards out. Crossbar and in. What a goal. One of the goals of the season. What a goal, Rashford. That is absolutely incredible. You will not see a better goal all weekend. The crazy thing is Bruno Fernandes offside? Look at this finish from Rashford. This is absolutely unbelievable. Oh my God. Wow. One of the goals of the season. Is there an offside? When he was hitting this first time, I thought, Rashi, the form you're in, you don't hit that. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, Edison, you do not save them, fella. That goal of the season. Jeez, what a goal. That is incredible. I think it's onside as well. Client's on fire. Hey, I'm just, it's onside apparently as well. Marcus Rashford, you absolute beast. Thank you very much on behalf of Arsenal FC. I told you, man. Goal counts. Dre! Dre said he's trashed. What a hit, son. What a hit. Stand up. If you're Rashford's lawyer, stand up. I told you. I'll always look after Rashi, lad. He always... Oh, my God. What a goal. That is absolutely incredible. The funny thing is, hey, he heard you, Dre. Maybe you motivated him. The funny thing is, he did an interview, didn't he, this week saying people need to stop questioning my commitment to the club. And I said yesterday, or was it the day before, I said, he needs to not do his talking in an interview. He needs to turn up and perform. You can't do much better than that. That is incredible. Knuckleball settings. Ederson, full stretch. Crossbar and in. Wow. Brian said, damn, he heard people talking ish. That's what you got to do. Do your talking on the pitch, bro. What a goal. Yeboah settings, mate. Anthony Yeboah. The old school fans will remember Yeboah was famous for scoring crossbar and in goals. Unbelievable. Oh, they could be in again, eh? Walker and Rashford. It's a good battle, this. Now, Walker's got his body in the way. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Curtis. Oh, my God. I knew so. Oh, don't do that, you know. Wheat bricks, wood and glass. Good lad. Tell you what, mate. He's clearly had a good pre-match meal, and I reckon he's nibbled some glass and he's drank some unleaded petrol because he looks full of it today. Wheat bricks, wood, wheat concrete. Hey, big up Curtis Dyche. I can't believe someone made that account. Listen, corner to Man United. Let's get a second. United! United! I can't believe it. It's shameless. Let's go. In swinging corner. Go on! Ederson flaps it, but he manages to get a glove on it. We need City to get clipped. I'm telling you, we need a Man United win here. Anything to win that title. I don't care how shameless. Don't let Doku run. Shut him down early. Good tackle. Performance enhancing petrol. Oh my God. Pogba settings. So many people are messaging. Rashford. What a hit, son. But long way to go. The one team you cannot write off being 1-0 up is Man City. They'll keep the ball. You've got to shut down Haaland. And you've got to shut down De Bruyne. Corner to City. Kamal said City look vulnerable. Yeah, like, I don't know. They look like they can get hit on the break, you know. They're on the halfway line. They're on the halfway line. Rashford's moves like this, I would definitely take him. Corner whipped in, headed away, goes out for another corner. Listen, the problem with Rashford, and I've always said this, and you know me, people, you've called me Rashford's lawyer for a long time. I genuinely have always thought he was a great talent. It's the consistency. Ball whipped in, headed away. Mainu flicks it away. You can't go from scoring 30 goals in all comps last year to, I think he's got like 5 goals or something crazy. He's got to perform at a regular basis. De Bruyne, he's drifting, good tackle. United have got so many players behind the ball. I think it's going to be difficult at times for City. I mean, Rashford, yeah, that was his 6th goal of the season. That's not good enough. You can't be as talented as him. Look at that from City. You never see City do that. John Stones, I was just saying how good he is, and now he's booting the ball out. So, listen, City look rattled. City look rattled. It's crazy because if City lost today and then lost to Liverpool next week, they could be out the title race, because in reality, Liverpool would be 7 points clear of City. I don't think they would bring that back. I really don't think they'd bring that back. Oh, here comes City. Foden. Oh, heavy pass. Foden shoots. Saved by Onana. Goes out for a corner. Could be a long day. Could be a long day. Rashford needs a coach. Yeah, I've always said he needs a better manager, but he's got to take some responsibility for himself as well. And that's the problem. Yeah, that is the problem. If Liverpool win, yeah, we might get City out of the way, but then Liverpool might be too far ahead of us. But I think we'll win our next couple of games anyway. That guy said, I'd rather City lose here than draw next weekend. That's ideal. We want Liverpool and City to drop points next week. Liam said Rashford doesn't have the mentality to be a professional. Come on, bro. You don't get to the level he's at and what he's done in his career if he hasn't got the mentality. I do think he needs to humble himself a bit and just focus on football. But you don't get to Man United 300 grand a week, joint top scorer for England at the World Cup, if you ain't got the mentality. I think he's just got a little bit carried away with things. Would you take Rashford at Arsenal? Listen, I probably would. I'll be totally honest with you, I would. And I know a lot of you would say no, but I would take him. Because he scores goals. I think he'd score more. Hey! Kevin De Bruyne, what kind of shot is that? I actually think Rashford would cook at Arsenal. I really do. I think he would cook at Arsenal. Get him out of Manchester. And I think he would do bits. Again, yeah, it depends on the price. I'm not trying to break the bank for it. Look how easy that is. Onana, long kick. Bruno holds off Stones. Lays it off. Oh, it's one of them shots here. You hit that another 100 times. You won't hit it as well as that. It's as clean as an absolute whistle. Absolutely 100%. Listen, it's fair enough. It's all opinions. Foden, shots blocked. I would take him for 50 mil. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I would definitely take him. Martinelli, Rashford, Saka would cause defences problems with that pace, says H. Listen, speaking of pace, here's Doku. He hasn't started the game off too well. Lays it off. Don't let Bernardo turn. He shoots. United have just got loads of bodies in the way. That's what you've got to do against City. You've got to deny them space, and they clear it. Oh! Rashford! 1-1 with a goal! Oh, Rashi! I've never rated him. What is that? Now, that's the downside of Marcus Rashford. What the hell is that first touch all about? I know Kyle Walker's an express train, but if he touches out of his feet, he's 1-on-1. City are wide open. I can't believe it. Dre, you're right. I can't believe he just did that touch. Why is Bruno going all the way back to the keeper there? How on earth? What? Rashi, what was he doing? I didn't even see how it actually occurred. They're wide open. One long kick. Again, look, slip. He's got to just head it out of his feet. I actually don't think Walker would have caught him there. He knows, man. Look how high the City defence are. They haven't even got a player on the halfway line. I suppose the only thing you would say, you would have loved, could Bruno play the pass on the floor, but still, Rashi, head the ball in front of you, bro. He doesn't even make proper contact with him. Should have been 2. I don't think Walker would have caught him there. I think he's too far in front of him. Corner to Man United, though. Crash Bandicoot settings for real. Ball whipped in. Ederson was coming for it. City managed to clear it. I don't want to say this prematurely, but City don't look great. They really don't. I can't believe how easily Man United are opening them up. Be strong. Oh, Rodri's muscled him. Oh, no. Oh, I've spoke too soon. Foden 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Phil Foden. Good save, Onana. Yeah. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. It's all about the... Oh, City take the corner short. They're all over. United ball whipped into the back post. Headed away, Johnny Evans. Maybe he is. Maybe the experience does count. I thought Foden was going to chip him there. 1-on-1. Shaquille, Big C, big me up because I was the one who suggested for this one. Bro, I was doing it anyway, but I'll give you your credit. Big up yourself. Cruz is in the background. Yeah. Listen, we're all vibing here. Fran said it'll be 5-2 to City. The game's wide open. Not necessarily a good thing against City. Foden whips it in looking for Haaland. Headed away by Varane. Varane needs to just pocket Haaland today. Show him why they call you Champions League Varane, bro. Come on, here we go. Make the run, Rashi. Slip him. You've took too long, Bruno, man. He ain't got that through ball there, you know. That's where you need like prime Mesut Ozil, just that through ball. This game is crazy. Man City are dominating possession, as you would expect. But nearly every time Man United attack, it looks like one decent pass and they can get 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper. But the problem with City, 1-0 is not enough. You've got to score 2 or 3 to really have them under pressure. Doku. I still can't get over the Doku technique on that cross. It was horrendous. But he plays a nice 1-2 with De Bruyne. That left foot cross isn't much better. Did that go out for a corner? I think no, Onana kept it in. If this City shows up against us at the Etihad, we will beat them. Listen, unfortunately, over the years, though, Leigh, we've seen every time Every time we play City at the Etihad, we see the best Man City turn up. We need this Man City to turn up. Let's get the likes up. Can we hit 1,000 likes? No major like targets. It's neutral. Well, we're not neutral. We want United to win. But, you know, it's not an Arsenal game. We're not shooting for big numbers. 10 said, United moving like League 2 Stevenage. I'm telling you, Steve Evans settings, man. Just put it in the channels and run after it. Kamal said, City look vulnerable, 100%. Jorge, Liverpool and City just getting by lately. Are they conserving energy? I don't know. These managers have been here before, aren't they? Klopp and Pep. I'm not sure. Yannick Balassi said Doku is his regen. I mean, Yannick was a good friend of mine, man. I thought Yannick was a supreme entertainer. Him and Zaha were the most entertaining wingers in the same team that we'd seen in the Premier League for a long time. That was the streets. That was literally the streets in the Premier League. Flicking it over people's head, doing all kinds of madness. Doku's good. He's not usually the kind of player that Pep would go for, which makes it more intriguing. But Yannick, I like Yannick better than Doku. I thought he was more enjoyable to watch. Doku's young, he's developing. It'll be interesting to see what he becomes under Pep's, you know, stewardship and how he guides him. Does he turn him into a goal scorer? Shaquille said, imagine Rice and Partey winning back possession with City high up the pitch with Saka and Martinelli. Well, it could be good. But the problem you got, they dominate the ball and they will get chances. Foden was one-on-one. Here is Foden. Plays it to Kevin De Bruyne, drills it across. It's blocked. It's a corner. The problem you've got is... Look how high Onana's up the pitch, by the way. He's lucky De Bruyne didn't try and lob him. The problem you've got is... Oh, good take by Onana. Can Man United deal with this pressure for so long? We're 22 minutes into the game. They're being dominated. Onana was going for the long kick there, but it hit the Man City player. Man City just getting the ball back. D-Lo, I'm with you. Of course, I'm conflicted. We all enjoy trolling Man United losing a game. Love that, by the way. Johnny Evans nicking the ball off Haaland and driving to the halfway line. But for the sake of Arsenal, we need it. Ball over the top. Could be in. It's Rashford. Oh, Rashi! What is that? It's an air shot. What the hell's going on, Rashi, lad? You've put one crossbar and in. You're one-on-one. You missed the header. Now you missed the volley. Drill it in the bottom corner. What is that? What kind of technique is that, brother? He can't be from Jamaica, man. He must be from one of them next islands, man. What's that? That's the other side of Rashford. I can't even object, Your Honour, to that. What is that from Rashford? 12 yards out on the volley. The man misses the ball. Could have been 2-0. What's going on? Rashford, can you imagine if he was playing for Arsenal? 1 minute you're celebrating what a player he is. The next minute you're throwing the laptop at the wall. He's from St. Kitts. Big up, though. Big up. We got St. Kitts family, so we have to be respectful, you know, but... I need to see more than that from him. Yeah, Sean said he's got nothing to do with Jamaica. Oh, Stones, good ball. Bernardo Silva whips it in. It's blocked. It's a corner. It's all City. City against United. Coronation Street business. Corner taken quick. Doku. 1v1 with Garnacho. Referee says take it again. What are they doing there? There's no handball there, surely. I think they're doing a VAR check. Oh, if they give a penalty for that, this stream is ending right now. You can't give a penalty for that. It's next to his body. Nah, they won't give it. Honestly, you don't even need to check that, my friend. Another corner to City. It's all City, by the way, but it is an entertaining game. De Bruyne whips it in swinger. Onana punches it away. Great punch. Gets distance on it. Kyle Walker lays it out wide. They're getting a lot of space out wide. That's the problem. Maybe United don't mind them whipping the high crossing if you can sort of... if you can mark Haaland properly. Oh, here's Rodri, 25 yards out. Shoots, deflect. Another corner. It's... Nah, no disrespect. I'm not dissing the other islands. But... I said he can't be from yard moving like that. Man's doing air shots. I don't know how he missed the ball. He wasn't even under that much pressure. Bernardo Silva in swinging corner looking for Haaland. Great header away by Varane. It's up in the air. Get rid of it. Good lad. McTominay, a.k.a. McChicken Sandwich, puts it up in the air. Doku. City are all over United. I just don't know if they can maintain this. 25 minutes gone. I just want to check the stats. Unknown T said, I've supported United for 25 minutes and they're stressing me out. Bro, I mean, look at 68% possession for City. They've had 8 corners. And Man United have had 2 corners. It's going to be pure dominance. Rashford is the modern day Theo Walcott, says Forder on football. I mean, he's technically better, but the frustrating part of his game is just wild. Salo said, stink out the place. That's what you got to do. Fertilizer all over that Etihad pitch. Stink it out. Defend. Put 11 players behind the ball. Hit them on the occasional counter-attack. And just try and wrap up Haaland. Here's John Stones. Finds Doku. He hasn't done much against Dalot. I can't lie. Dalot's done quite well against him. Throw-in. Pep Guardiola's applauding, but you know he's not going to be happy with this. There's no way he's happy with this. This is not what he would have expected, especially with the form that City have been in. I think City have won 14 or 15 games in a row in all competition. Here's Phil Foden. The one thing I've always said with this City team, outside of Doku, although saying that Haaland's quite quick, but they're not the quickest in attack. Foden's more of a dribbler. Grealish is a dribbler. Haaland's quick when he gets going, when he's got space to run into. But if, you know, you defend deep in and don't give him a lot of space, which they've just given him a bit. Hey! And he falls over. She fell over. She fell over. I love it. Haaland. Look at Mainu. He's so calm on the ball. It's unreal. That is a shocking ball. What is that from Lindelof? Gives it away. Here's Rodri. Finds Bernardo. Doku should be wide. You got to get close to him, Dalot. Don't let him go nowhere. Going nowhere, my friend. Going nowhere. Yes! Like a brick wall, they need to get Jose Mourinho, park the bus, park the coach, get the plane, everything. Edge of the penalty area. I'm telling you now. Frustrate this City team. Forest had one job. Yeah, I mean, I looked at it pre-match. They should have cleared it, but the ref cheated them. We can't ignore that. Here's Foden. Walker on the overlap. Finds Bernardo Silva. Out to Kevin De Bruyne. No space. Whips it in. No. Well done, fella. Come out, collect, slow the game down. The thing is, if you can force City to put crosses in, obviously you've got one major problem. You've got Haaland, 6'5". He's a beast, but they haven't got a whole lot of height in their attack. Go on. Oh, McTominay gets sent there by Stones. De Bruyne out wide to Doku. Oh, Alvin, I am shameless, my friend. Great tackle. Casemiro on Doku. Come on, counter-attack settings. Where's the runners? Go on, Garnacho, make the run. He's going to lose. What is that? What is that from Scott McTominay? He looked like he just gave up. He saw Kyle Walker and thought, you know what? I don't need that much pressure on a Sunday afternoon. Just left the ball. I cannot believe how high Man City are defending. It's unbelievable. It's like they're begging to get caught on the break. Here's Doku. He is in space this time. And he is 1v1 with Dalot. Casemiro. They play at once. Hey! Doku. That is horrible, my friend. I'm telling you. Doku, I don't want to say too much about him because we play Man City in 3.5 weeks' time. And just our luck, he'll turn into like prime Ronaldinho that day. But he's not great. That is an awful finish from Foden. Honestly, I guarantee if Foden had that chance against Burnley or Bournemouth or Luton or someone like that, he chips the goalkeeper with his right foot. I'm telling you now, Anana is there to get chipped. And it just shows pressure, man. Pressure. Come on, United on the counter-attack. Garnacho finds Kobe Mainoo. He needs runners. Rashi, make the run, fella. What you got, Rashi? 1v1. No, what's going on? I swear, the man scored one of the goals of the season. Ever since, he can't even kick the ball. What was that pass? He's lost it. He's lost all his ability. They've space jammed him. Check the pass. What is that? What is the... Well, no, Rashford's moving mad. Scores one of the goals of the season, then gets Space Jam, turns into Daffy Duck. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, Alan sent document. Yo, Doku, man. I don't know about him, you know. Listen, you give him space and he gets 1v1, he's a problem. But if you make him think, I don't think he's all that. These attackers don't know how to chip the keeper these days. It's a forgotten art. You don't see it much nowadays, do you? It's amazing. Keepers come out. They will go to ground. Lift it over them. You will score a lot of goals like that. Especially when they're running out as well. The clubbing last night is catching up with him. Maybe he was out in Belfast again. Ball over the top, looking for Garnacho. And he goes out for a goal kick. 30 minutes gone. It's been a very lively 30 minutes. Enjoyable game. Enjoyable game. As I said, with us getting to, you know, crunch time in the season now, I am going to do more op-alongs, as we call them. And we'll be doing one next week for the City game as well, next Sunday. City against Liverpool at Anfield. We crush City if they defend like this, so I hope they do. I really hope they do. Sadly, typically, for Rashford, that was his contribution for the next month. Here's Doku. Shot again, blocked up in the air. Headed away. Haaland free header, puts it over. Not an easy chance, but he would have expected to do better than that. Again, I think Dalot does a very good job on Doku there. And he is in a lot of space. But if you look at it, he blocks his cross or shot. It's a bit lucky how it ends up to Haaland there. I think Dalot's doing a really good job on Doku. Haaland, I mean, it's not easy. Not a lot of pace on the ball. He should do better than that, to be fair. But it's not a great effort. I'm in the gym now, Big C, about to lift bricks and wood. Oh, dear. Big up. Yeah, the profile pic. I don't know what they're doing here. Someone made a Curtis Deitch. Sean Deitch profile picture mixed up. So, yeah. I respect the game, though. Should be 3-0 United, said LSU. Well, probably 3-1. I think Foden should have bagged. Rashford should have scored 2 more. Here comes City. Kyle Walker up against Lindelof. Lindelof does well. He turned on the burners. De Bruyne whips it in. What a ball. Great clearance. Varane. Rodri. Good save, Onana. Good save. Corner. They are hanging on here. This is going to be a long day for United, I'm telling you. The question you got to ask there, why is Rodri unmarked on the edge of the box? Nice technique. He doesn't get the power on it. But you've got 3 centre mids. Why is no one marking him? Corner taken short again for City. Kyle Walker's forced backwards. And they're forced all the way back to Ederson. Joy said, would you take Harry Kane at Arsenal? Yeah, I would. I'd be stupid not to take him. Imagine how many goals he'd score at Arsenal. And he is a boyhood Arsenal fan, isn't he? I'd be shameless with that one. South London's finest, do you think Sancho has a future at United? If Ten Hag gets sacked, he's got a chance. If Ten Hag's there next season, he's gone. And I read the other day, he's not doing that great at Dortmund either. So maybe Dortmund might not even sign him. Especially he's on massive wages as well. So if Ten Hag's sacked, I think United will give him another chance. But I think Ten Hag will probably be at United next season. Here comes City again. Kevin De Bruyne on his left foot. Hey! Terrible shot. Drags it wide. Side netting. And United are making life difficult for them. You have to, when you play Man United, cut off space. You've got to deny them space. I mean, even that chance. It's not a great chance on his left foot. He's got a defender marking him. He drags it near post. Leon said Dalot and Maino are the only United players I would take at Arsenal. Listen, I'd take Maino as well. I wouldn't be in a rush to take Dalot. Got Ben White, Tomiyasu, Timber when he's back. I think Dalot's all right, but I wouldn't necessarily want him at Arsenal. I'd take Kobe Maino. Would you take Wilf in the summer? Nah, that ship sailed, bro. No more Zaha talk. City on the ball. 10 minutes to half time. Please, please. Get in at half-time in the lead. That's all I want. Get in at half-time in the lead and just make Pep Guardiola go crazy at half-time. If they equalise, it's different. We need Man United to be winning at half-time. It's a long half. This 10 minutes going to drag. Here's Phil Foden drifting off the right. United have got they've got pretty much everyone behind the ball. Are you worried about the North London derby? Nah, it's always a tough game. We beat them there last year. Why can't we beat them again? You know, why can't we beat them again? They didn't even look great yesterday. I know they beat Palace, but they were losing. Would you take Gibbs White at Arsenal? Nah. He's good. I think he can get a good move from Forest, but I think we got to aim higher than that. I'm hearing, you know, we spoke before the game. Musiala wants to leave in the summer. If you're going for an attacking midfielder, I want Arsenal to be shooting for that level. I know Musiala would probably cost 100 million, Bayern Munich, but they're the levels I want us to be aiming for. Here's Rodri, edge of the box, clips it back post, doesn't get enough power on it. Garnacho, you're going to get yammed by Kyle Walker, bro. You ain't got that ability and pace. Walker takes it off him. Here's De Bruyne. Walker. Back to KDB. Sends him to the shops on his left foot, right foot. Foden, great block. You cannot give Foden that much space. Good header, Johnny Evans. City are swarming them now. Walker. Stones. United have to find a way to still attack. You can't just sit back. Giving away there. That's a foul. That's a free kick. Look at Kobbie Mainoo. Yeah, well done, lad. Win the free kick. Slow down. Musiala would be 80 million plus add-ons. Well, I'd take him for that. Man United have still got to make sure that they are hitting City on the break. In the last 5 or 10 minutes, it's been all City. I don't believe you can maintain that for that long. You've got to still pose an attacking threat. Odegaard in the 8 with Musiala in the 10. Oh, my days, that would be outrageous. With Deckers in the 6. Get a new striker as well. Oof. But hey, Man United have possession. City are pressing them. That's an awful ball by Lindelof. Given away. Haaland, oh, soft free kick there on Casemiro. That's the dark arts. He knows the game, gets a little nudge in the back, falls over. Assassin said, Curtis, can Arsenal actually get Harry Kane? The problem is, I think he signed a 3-year contract, or 3 or 4. I don't think Bayern Munich are just going to want to sell him after one season. They paid 100 million euros for him. They got rid of Lewandowski. He's the replacement. I think he'll be there for another year or two before anybody can probably get him. Grimaldo has 11 goals, 10 assists. Frimpong, 10 goals, 10 assists. The thing with those two, they're playing wing-back. They're not actually playing left-back, right-back, are they? So they get forward a lot. If you brought them to Arsenal and they actually played as full-back, how good are they defensively? And would they have that discipline to stay back a lot more? But hey, 7 minutes till half time. Rodri out wide. Foden. He's had the ball so many times in that right-hand little pocket. Here he is again. City don't seem to want to... Oh, he drifts past Garnacho, whips it in, and collected by Onana. Very good defending again. Kane unveiled to Arsenal is Sol Campbell on steroids. Would be unreal. Amini said, I don't know how Liverpool got McAllister for 35 million. He's done well. He's done well. I know he had a clause in his contract, didn't he? And it's a good deal. I thought he did really well at Brighton. When he first went to Liverpool, I wasn't convinced by him, but I think it was the role he was playing. He was very defensive playing as the 6. He did quite well there, but I just didn't think it suited him. But he settled in nicely there, man. For 35 million in a market where there isn't a lot of value, it's a good signing. Ball over the top. De Bruyne, heavy touch. I think he does keep it in. Flicked away by Casemiro. Here's Ake, 6 minutes till half time. Ball out wide. Doku. Here he is. It's great defending. He's got no space to run into. Forced out wide, Bernardo. Look, who's he going to pass to? The shape defensively is superb, but I don't want to praise them too much. Doku up against Dalot. I think Dalot's done a great job against him. Force him backwards. Ake. 5 minutes until half-time. Just please get to half-time. Bernardo whips it in, headed away. Force them to do that. That's not what City want to do. Don't you dare let Ake just run past you, Rashford. Great tackle. I tell you what, Dalot has had a fantastic first half for United. He really has. Clatters Nathan Ake there. The worry for me at the moment is United are not getting out of their own half. It's all Man City. Kyle Walker, right-hand side. Foden finds Kevin De Bruyne. You can see that City don't want to put the high cross in because it's predictable. And Haaland, they've got a lot of players around him. They're trying to open them up. But United have got so many players back. It's difficult. And Walker it's a throw into Man City. Datar said, elite shopping list would be Magic Mike in goal, Theo Hernandez, Zubimendi, Xavi Simons and Gyökeres. That'd be a lot of money. Here's Doku again. Plays the ball inside Rodri. You can see the run there. Kyle Walker, you got to get there. Lindelof headed down. Good flick on. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Hey! What is that, mate? That's probably landed on Old Trafford pitch. That is awful. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, more like. That's a terrible shot. I love seeing it, honestly. I love it. I want them to be frustrated. I want them to lose. I want Pep to criticise them. I want it all to go crazy. Passes in the final third. Man City, 177. Man United, 22. It just shows, don't it, how crazy football is. You can get completely dominated possession-wise, yet still be winning the game. That's why football's so good. You know, you can get battered in terms of the ball and possession and still be winning. City have the ball again. Doku, that's a Man United ball. Man United win the throw on the halfway line. Doku has had a horrible first half. Dalot has pocketed him. And he goes past him. They make a run. Oh, and Ake just gets back there. He had no one to pass to. What did you think of Madrid-Valencia? It's very harsh because at the end of the day, Carvalho's crossing the ball in. The referee can see that Madrid are attacking. Why would you blow full time as he's crossing it? You know, and Bellingham scored the winner that didn't count. The ref had already blown the whistle, and then Bellingham got sent off after full time. So it was scenes after the game. Harsh, very harsh. City have the ball just over 2 minutes till half time. They've defended them so well. It's just with tired legs later in the game, can they continue to do that? And look, that's the problem. United win the ball back. They've lost it within 3 passes. You can't maintain that for 90 minutes. You'll get too tired. Here comes City. Bernardo whips it in. Oh my God. Haaland nearly got there. It's up in the air. Foden on the volley. Great block, Kobe Mainoo. They are scrambling. They need the half-time whistle. City are all over them. Mainoo, yeah. Mate, the ball's hit him in the face, man. You know what I mean? What do you expect? City fans are moaning. He's down. He'll probably get some treatment. And there'll be a break. I thought Haaland, he made a great run in front of Varane. I thought he'd got in front of him, but he couldn't quite reach it. Luke said top 3 in order. Modric, Iniesta, Xavi. Oh, that's a tough one. I feel like, Modric won a Ballon d'Or. But I love Iniesta as well. Iniesta's silk on the ball, man. Maybe in that order. Maybe I go for that order that you've written them. Oh, back post. Haaland with the miss of the season. The robot is real. The robot is real. Haaland, 3 yards out, volleys it over the crossbar. What a miss. The robot is malfunctioning. Is he onside as well? Oh, he's on. Lindelof's play. He's 2 yards out. Yes! Haaland! Yo! Haaland! Oh, you know what? You don't get many chances to laugh at this guy. So I am going to enjoy that. Haaland, what a miss. You fraud. Go on, United! Get him on the break! Rashford, what you got? Have you got anything? Has the goal taken everything away from him? Come on, United. Bruno, it's in the air. Ederson, oh, he's scrambling. Oh. Oh, dear, what a miss. What a miss. Hakaku, I love that one. The robot malfunction, man, I'm telling you. Johnny 5, I'm alive. Oh, dear. Perling Parland, I love that one, Nimba. Come on. 3 minutes added on. Come on, United. Get to half time, please. They need a Lucozade and some Jaffa cakes. Here's Bernardo. Don't give him space. I can't believe he missed. I thought he was offside. Don't, please, just get to half time. That's all I want. Here's Doku. Doku's been horrific. Foden. Kevin De Bruyne. Doku, come on. Ball whipped in. Cleared Johnny Evans. This is crazy. This is like watching an Arsenal game. I usually, when I watch other teams, I'm laid back in the chair. I'm super laid back. Over the Barland, I like that one. But this is stressful. It's Foden. They're playing 1-2s. Oh, whipped into the back post. Doku. Shut him down, Dallo. Don't give him no space. He ain't going nowhere. He's passing it. De Bruyne. These men are trying to play. Nah, they're mad. They're mad. Great defense. Nah, I can't lie here. They're the craziest team I've seen, you know. How are they playing? How's De Bruyne playing a 1-2? He's got about 4 players around him. It's a great ball in as well. Oh, my days. Please get to half time. 45 seconds till half time. They need a drink. Ball whipped in. De Bruyne headed away. Great header away. Garnacho, work. Johnny Evans. You got to get distance on that. Foden, 25 yards out. Stones. Oh, Doku's in space. Rodri sends them to the shops. They're still playing 1-2s. It's crazy. Kyle Walker. Oh, over the bar. Corner. Please, we need half time. Big up HP Sauce. Big up HP Sauce who's become a member. Pep's having a laugh with the 4th official. I'm sure he won't be laughing at half time if they're 1-0 down. Please, half time whistle. That's all we need. We all need a break. Just get rid of this corner. De Bruyne whips it in. Anana, well done, fella. That should be half time. That should be that. Great first half. Half time whistle goes. There we go. Yes. Great first half. United. United. You'll never hear me saying this again, people. This is real shameless. Oh, man. What a first half. Great game. Great game. The thing is, though, United, man, they're going to get burnt out. You can't defend like that for a whole 90 minutes. Yeah, really good first half. Big up everyone in the chat. Dylan said, Evans and Lindelof to Arsenal 3-year deals. Nah, we'll give him a pat on the back. Well done. That's about the most. London said, just joined to say Havertz is a donkey. Thank you for your input. The robot's malfunctioning, says Mangish. Yeah, I love it. I'm telling you now, yeah, Haaland will not believe that he's... Hey, Anon, everybody sit down! Nobody talk! Pep's going crazy. He's doing all that, oh, I'm having a laugh with the 4th official. There is no way that Pep... There's no way that he's happy with that. It doesn't matter if you dominate the game. Let's see if that... everybody sit down. Pep. Have they got that? Nah, I can't see it. Nah, man, he's fuming. He's absolutely fuming. There's no way. Don't believe all that laughter he's putting on. Pep was fuming with the official. Curtis United are such a hard watch, but I don't care. Yeah, listen, they're not an enjoyable team to watch at all, but 45 more minutes. People had the audacity of Haaland-Messi comparison on the best player debate last season. Haaland is not even 1% of the player. Listen, I said in that debate, I would have given Messi Ballon d'Or because I think winning the World Cup at 35 with the pressure on him and the team he was in is a greater achievement than winning the treble with Man City. Man City win the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League, even without Haaland. Haaland does deserve props. He came to the Prem and broke the record, and he helped them get over the line in the Champions League. Messi scored World Cup final, semi-final, all of that. That miss was beautiful. Like, that's probably my favourite footballing highlight of the weekend. Erling Haaland missing a volley from 2 yards out, open goal. You just, I hope it's one of them days. "45 minutes. Can United do it?" Onana's passing range. I mean, he has got good passing range, but he kicks the ball at their own players a lot of the time. Doku isn't better than Gervinho. He's a one-trick pony. I think he is overrated. Listen, he's a guy you look at on YouTube, and he's exciting, and he's quick, and his celebrations are good, but he's inconsistent. He's very inconsistent. What's your take on Ollie Watkins to Arsenal? Ollie Watkins is a player that, when I watch him, he never wows me. But I have to respect what he's doing. I think he's got 25 goal contributions. So he's not a guy that I look at and think, I want him at Arsenal. But I can't disregard the work he's doing. I just can't. He's a goal scorer. He is a goal scorer. So, but he wouldn't be at the top of my list. And he is an Arsenal fan as well. So, yeah, if Arsenal got him, I think he would score goals at Arsenal, and he's having a good season. I've never really seen him as like an elite striker for some reason. But I could be wrong. Pep's definitely fuming. Pep is definitely fuming at half-time. Erling and Nketiah. And can he make the step up? Listen, I think we have to understand one thing. Ollie Watkins would cost big money. Aston Villa are one place behind us in the Premier League. You ain't getting him out of Villa cheap. He just signed a new contract as well. You are not getting him cheap. So for the price he would I think he'd cost 80 million at least. Watkins is better than Jesus. He is, but the aim is not. I don't think the aim for Arsenal is let's just get a better striker than Jesus. We need a top striker, 2.7k in the chat. Unbelievable numbers considering it's a neutral watch along. Thank you very much to everyone tuned in. Hit the like. Let's get 1,000 likes. 41 of you on Twitch as well. Big up everyone locked in. Did anyone watch the Luton game? His second goal yesterday was absolutely outstanding. The way he touched it out of his feet with his left foot. That Rashford goal, honestly, you are going to see this over and over again. Oh my, it's a dream. It's a dream goal for anybody. To hit a ball first time, that clean, keeper doesn't even get a touch, and barring in. It's a dream goal for anyone. Look at the technique. Bang! Straight through the ball. Edison, mate, you didn't even... you're going to see that goal a hell of a lot. They better not show you what he did after that, though. He could barely kick the ball after that. I know we all talk about a striker, but I think replacing Partey is the biggest need. Need another class Prem-proven midfielder. Do you know a player that I really think has improved? Is Douglas Luiz at Aston Villa. We tried to buy him a year ago. When we were in for him, I was a bit underwhelmed by it. I'll be honest with you, over the last year, I think he's improved massively. I think he's going under the radar quietly as, I think he's a very, very good defensive midfielder and he can pass. He's in the Brazil squad, mid-20s. Was at Man City, I believe, when Arteta was there as well. So I think Douglas Luiz improved a lot. I really do. He said, I'm a Liverpool fan, Curtis, but love watching you, brother. Appreciate that. He was a top 4 signing at the time, Douglas Luiz. Yeah, I thought top 4, Tielemans, Luiz. Well, I think Luiz has gone up another level now. Yo, I love seeing how angry the Man City players are with Haaland's miss. Like, Rodri's going crazy there with Haaland, which I get, right? As a player of your level, you should never miss that chance. If Cruz missed that chance, I'd be going mad. But I'm confident he'd scored that. But I'd turn around to Rodri and say, listen, relax yourself, bro. You know, I scored 36 league goals last year. I'm entitled to miss 1. But yeah, it was a bad one. Big C, I can't believe you said Watkins better than Jesus. He's a better goal scorer, D. I'm talking goal scorer. All-round game, we have a different conversation. Goal scorer, he's a better goal scorer than Jesus. Jesus didn't even score 15 goals in a season at Man City, who create more chances than anybody. Jesus is not a better goal scorer than Ollie Watkins. He's a better footballer, more intelligent, I'd say, better touch, better link-up. He ain't a better goal scorer. 11 goals last year at Arsenal. 14, biggest season. Jesus is not a great goal scorer. That's the reality of the situation. He's a fantastic footballer. He's not a fantastic goal scorer. Guy said it himself, scoring goals not my strength. He's a link-up winger. Ollie Watkins got 16 goals, 10 assists, and there's 11 games left. He's going to end up with, if he stays fit, he's going to score over 20 goals, which is the benchmark for any striker, and he might end up with 15 assists. That is an absolutely incredible season in the Premier League for a guy that doesn't play for Arsenal or Man City. It's an unbelievable season. Get Leon Bailey on Watkins. Bailey's starting to improve, definitely. HR said, somehow I feel this season is destined for Liverpool. They're going to win all 4 trophies. Luck is on their side. Listen, the reality is they've won the League Cup. They're the favourites for the Europa League with Leverkusen. But I think Liverpool will beat Leverkusen over 2 legs, if I'm being honest. And then the FA Cup, it'll probably be them or Man City. So there's every chance they could win all 4. I think the problem you've got is like, it feels like they want to give Klopp a send-off. And all of a sudden, a lot of decisions are going their way and things like that. Christian said, Curtis, I think the current strikers market is very slim. There's currently 3 strikers that's worth 100 million. That is up for debate. How careful would we have to be on the striker? We have got to be so careful, Christian, because as I said, the strikers that will probably be available this summer are still, there's still a huge amount of risk. You could look at Ivan Toney and go, he's 28. Was that just a one-off great season? You could look at Osimhen and say, 110 million. He's done it in Italy, but Tammy Abraham scored goals in Italy. Lukaku scored goals. It didn't translate in the Premier League. You look at players like Gyökeres. I think Gyökeres looks very exciting, but reality is you're talking about the Portuguese league, which ain't an amazing league. You look at Openda, who's doing well, you know, and you look at Sesko. Those guys are all risky signings because they haven't done it for a long period of time in the top leagues, in the Champions League. There's a lot of risk. The last 2 strikers that we bought for big money was Gabriel Jesus, who's a brilliant player but hasn't been a success in terms of goals. The one before that was Aubameyang. And when we signed Aubameyang, I was confident he was going to rip the Premier League apart because he was so quick and such a good finisher. I just always thought it was going to work. And he'd done it in the Champions League. He'd done it for years in the Bundesliga. All these strikers are risky. They're all risky. So they need to know who the right one is, you know. Simon said they've all got better knees than Jesus. Yeah, Jesus, the injury problems are a worry as well now. Championship experience makes Gyökeres less of a risk. Well, he's done the dirty work, hasn't he, in the lower league, so we know he's got that side of him. Jorge said, do you yell at Haaland for that miss? Pep is a great man manager. I'm sure he will know how Haaland needs to take, what you need to say to him on the back of that miss. He knows him personally. If I was the manager, I wouldn't shout at Haaland for that. I would probably say to Haaland, I would just say to Haaland, you can't miss that. There's no ifs, buts, maybes. You can't miss. You have to score that. If you get that chance 10 times, you've got to score that 10 times. I don't think he will shout at him. But I don't know. I don't know. Pep maybe is in the dressing room going absolutely mental at him. People saying Pep will drag him at half time. It would be funny if he dragged him and brought Alvarez on, but he's not stupid. Haaland doesn't miss many chances usually, so I'm sure he will keep him on the pitch. But man said grab him by his ham. No, listen, it's interesting. He might shout at him and say, "Yo, what's that? You can't miss that." Rizwana said, "I want Man City to beat Liverpool. City dropping points doesn't help because we have to beat them regardless." I mean, next week we want the draw, really, don't we? We want the draw between City and Liverpool, and we want City to lose this. George said, Big C, isn't it Liverpool we need to be more worried about? City just don't look like the powerhouse they used to be. The funny thing is, though, George, like, I've got to that point so many times in a season where I've said, City don't look quite as good. Next minute, they kick into gear, and I'm like, what the hell was I talking about? So, I don't know. I know what you're saying. On one hand, City lose today, Liverpool beat them, then we get City out of the race. But then the problem you've got, number one, we don't play Liverpool again to make up ground on them. And number two, I think Liverpool's running until the end of the season is easier than City's and Arsenal's. That concerns me. Because if Liverpool beat Man City next week, I don't think they're going to drop many more points for the rest of the season. And you've got to remember, they're winning these games with no Salah, no Szoboszlai, no Trent, no Alisson. You know what I mean? They're missing 4 or 5 of their best players. So that is my concern with Liverpool. Liverpool need to drop points against City. H said if Liverpool beat City next week, we've won the league. Well, H well, even if Liverpool, it depends what happens today. If City turn this around and lose to Liverpool, they're still not out of it. Arsenal would still be in it, but LSU said, okay, you heard it here first. We win the title with a game to go when Liverpool lose at Villa. I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. Arsenal can win all their games and still wouldn't win the league if Liverpool don't slip up. Well, we'll see. The interesting thing there is Pep is sitting on the bench as the team comes out. It looks like he walked out first. So maybe he did blast them, you know, and say, listen, that's unacceptable. Haaland looks different now he's missed that chance. He looks a bit vulnerable. Usually he looks like a robot with no emotion. You know the crazy thing? Rashford has scored one of the best goals of his career, and he's actually had an awful game. That's what's so crazy about Rashford. He scored one of the best goals I've seen him score, yet he's played terrible. He had a simple volley, missed the ball. He had a pass down the line, and he sliced the ball. Anyway, second half about to get underway. Massive 45 minutes in this season's Premier League for a number of reasons. Man United potentially can still finish 5th. If they win 5th, they're saying, obviously, could get another Champions League place because of the coefficient points. There could be 5 Champions League places this year in the Premier League. A win today would put them only 3 points behind Tottenham. So a big game for them. Big game for Man City in the title race. Big game for Arsenal. Big game for Liverpool. John Stones landed a bit awkwardly there. He's down on the floor. Big C, if you miss that chance, will it fire you up more or deflate you? I would say both. I would say both, because number one, it's going to be playing on my mind over and over again. What did I do wrong? How did I miss that chance? He obviously got under the ball. Probably too relaxed with his foot. Didn't hit through the ball. And he's just guided it over the bar. So the chance would be playing over and over again in my mind. I would be desperate to score. So on one hand, yeah, it would fire me up as well. Vegas Gunner, I don't think we will pay the release clause for a striker. They've been talking finances a lot. It will be a guy we can get on installments, which then could be somebody like a Gyökeres or an Ivan Toney, because I think Brentford would let him go with a payment plan with a year left on his deal. Osimhen is the one you're not going to get any sort of favours. It's release clause, pay it, or don't even bother turning up. Yep, second half's underway. Anyway, City on the ball. No changes for either team. We'll be interested. I mean, looking at the Man United bench, Amrabat, Diallo, Anthony, Ericsson, and then some young players. It's not a good bench at all. City do have some quality there. Alvarez, Kovacic, Mateus Nunes, so I'm sure they will be introduced at some point. Obviously, Jack Grealish is out with that groin injury. He was in tears at the Luton game the other day. He's obviously been out for a while with a groin injury, then came back and done the groin injury again. So he's obviously desperate to play. But the way Doku's playing, you know, I wouldn't be too worried about that left wing position. Trixie said you keep forgetting Girona stopped City Champions League next year. Is that I don't know how that works. I did read something about that two teams owned by the same company can't be in the Champions League. I don't know how that works. And Girona are like second in the Spanish league. So yeah, I don't know exactly how that works, but I did read an article saying that. But I think what they said was Girona might drop into the Europa League. Obviously, City are not going to drop out for the expense of Girona. Here's Doku, finds Nathan Ake. This is going to be a long 45 minutes. Or just under 45 minutes. Come on, United. Hit them on the break. Here's McTominay. Finds Garnacho, who didn't do anything in that first half, really. And he loses the ball there. Go on, McTominay. I think you're in there. Whip this in first time to Rashford. Poor cross, man. You got to get more power. It's such a weak cross. Overhit it. Don't underhit it. So poor. Here comes City on the break. United are a bit more stretched this time because they tried to get forward. Foden. Good block there by Johnny Evans. Doku finds Bernardo Silva. Only one team goes to the Champions League. Yeah, I did read that, but the story I read said Girona were going to drop into the Europa League. Obviously, City are not going to drop out. They're the holders of it. Here's Kevin De Bruyne, right-hand side. Looking for movement. United's defending and concentration. Haaland in the box. He's trying to turn. Finds Bernardo. Is Doku. Doku shots blocked. Flicked away by Onana. And good defending there by United. What is that? Clear the ball, Johnny Evans. Onana does well there to clear that. See the way Haaland was pinning. I mean, Varane does enough there. He gets the pass off. Again, I've got to credit Dallo. He blocks the shot on Doku. He's pocketed him this game. I feel sorry for Girona fans. Listen, Europa League is still a step up for them. And City have helped build that club anyway. So I'm sure they'll still be happy. Rodri out wide to Foden. Lindelof. Walker on the overlap. Whipped into the back post. Headed across. Goes out for a goal kick. We will take that. I love that. Dan said he said Big C, whoever finishes lower in their league out of City and Girona gets disqualified. Oh, is that how it works? I don't know. The thing I read said one of them was going to drop to Europa, but I'm not sure. Leipzig and Salzburg are always in the Champions League. That's a good point. And Red Bull owns both of them. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works. But I did read that one of them wasn't allowed in. I don't know. Onana smashes it long. No challenge. John Stones there. Long header should go straight back to Onana. Take your time. Curtis, would you take Doku? No. I honestly wouldn't. I honestly would not. Martinelli and Trossard, I'm good with them. What is that? Terrible pass throw into Man City. The only thing he's got on his side, number one, he's very quick. Number two, he's 21 years of age, I believe. So he does have a lot of time to develop and improve. And if anyone can improve him, Pep is the coach that you want. Come on, United. Hang on to this. 5 minutes into the second half. Long way to go. Park 10 buses. They have to. They have to. Park that bus, man. Kyle Walker. Good ball in. Good tackle. Here's Johnny Evans. Can United break? Rashford, look at Garnacho's run. You're running against Walker, bro. Where you going? Nowhere, man. Use your brain, fam. 2 players on him there. Why not pass? He's trying to run Kyle Walker and Foden, doubling up on him. Albert said, best football YouTuber ever. Keep it going, Curtis. That's a huge compliment. I do agree, but thank you very much. Big up to you, Albert. AirPod Albert. City will have to reduce their holdings in Girona. Yeah, there'll be a way around it, I'm sure. Man United have possession, which is unbelievable. I'm sure they won't have the ball for long, though. Here is Onana being pressed by Haaland. Good ball. Don't make him... Well done. Casemiro, cool as you like. Come on, United. Hit them on the break. Lift your head up. United keep the ball. This is probably the most that they've kept possession for a while. Come on, make the run, Garnacho. Lift your head, Mainu. What a... Oh, he's overhit it. Rashford against Kyle Walker. Corner of the City penalty area. Keeps the ball. Lindelof. Good ball. United have possession. They've strung 6 or 7 passes together here. If United could score again, I honestly think that City could be struggling. But a long way to go, that's for sure. Johnny said, I also agree, most intelligent football channel on YouTube. Big up, bro, and big up the community legends. 2.5K in the chat. Hit the like button. Let's go. Would you like to be playing football at your age professionally? There's no age I wouldn't want to be playing football professionally. I would love to, even now. United stringing some passes together here. I can't believe it. Keeping the ball really well. Can they get another goal? They've kept the ball for a while, and just as I say that, they give the ball away. And here comes City. Danger. Lindelof against Foden. They've got space. John Stones is up there with him. Foden, will he take him on? Chips it to the back post. Not a great cross. Dalot heads it away. McTominay gets it. This is literally... Man United are playing like Stoke. Honestly, they are playing like Stoke. Long ball left. What is that from Garnacho? Bounced off his shin pad. Varane. High ball up to Rashford. That's a better touch. That's a foul, ref. Ref, come on. That's a foul. What? And then you give a foul for that? That's crazy, man. Give a free kick. What is United's game plan? Just long ball and catch them on the break. I mean, there's not a lot of contact, but he doesn't win the ball. City have the ball back, people. We got 36 minutes to go. A long way to go. Can they hang on? I tell you what, though, I'm going to be real. And I know it isn't like this every week because it's not like United play City every week. But if this is how they play, they must be difficult to watch, man. Because this is... I've been watching them for 54 minutes and this is hard work. But maybe they don't play like this against the lesser teams, of course. Foden, good ball out to Doku. Up against Dalot. Finds Nathan Ake. Ball whipped into the area. Haaland. Good defending. Johnny Evans just eases him out of the way. And Rashford gives it to Evans. It goes out for a throw into Man City. It's going to be a lot of pressure. Casemiro gets away with that. Come on. Come on, United on the break. He's done him, you know. Rashford's in. Oh, Walker's on the recovery. Oh, referee. No, again, he doesn't give Rashford a free kick. Is he looking for the free kick too easy? In all fairness there, I would have liked to have seen Rashford try and run him there. Just try and get your body in front of him. Here's Doku on the break. John Stones, edge of the penalty area. There's a good ball from McTominay as well. Yeah, man, I had the feeling there Rashford needs to be a bit stronger. Foden shoots. Oh, my God. What a goal from Phil Foden. Top corner. He has just erupted the Etihad. Absolute thunderbolt. Devastating. Too early in the game as well. We need a VAR check on that Rashford foul. What a hit from Phil Foden. 25 yards out. Top corner. Wow, I did not expect the power in. Oh, my, wow. What a goal. Thunderbolt. Rips the net apart. I didn't even think Foden had shot power like that. Oh, no, don't even dive. It's a thunderbolt. Surely there's a VAR check. Oh, what a hit. It's world class. Now you're looking at it going, Rashford, have you got to be stronger? Is this a free kick? Nah, Rashy, come on, bro. Nah, I can't defend that. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're running at pace. It don't take a lot to put you off, but I think you got to be stronger. And the goal stands. You've got to be more aggressive, bro. The goal stands. What a goal from Foden. Rashford's got to be stronger there for me. I think he's looking for the free kick. I personally don't think that's a foul. What do you guys think? I think he's looking for it. It's weak, man. Listen, I've seen Rashford close up. He's a big guy, man. I'm telling you, he should not be getting floored off some little thing like that. He literally brushed the guy's arm. They've thrown a little smoke, one of them flares on the pitch, blue smoke next to Onana, so there's going to be a break. For me, Rashford's got to be way stronger. I'm sorry, bro. Man's from Withamshire, Manchester, bro, and you're getting floored by that. I think that's embarrassing from Rashford. I really do. And you know me, people. I'm a big fan of Rashford. He scored one of the best goals you've seen all season. Isn't it crazy? Manchester-born, Manchester United fan, Rashford scored. Manchester-born, Manchester City fan, Foden scores for them. Foden, you know. Man did the Cavani. That's crazy. Alvarez is coming on now for City as well. Disappointed in Rashford, really am. No surprise Doku's coming off. He's had a stinker. Pocketed by Dallo. I have to admit, I'm fearful now. I spent 5-10 minutes after Rashford scored that goal singing his praises, and I'm sorry, the rest of the game, he's let himself down. You could have had a one-on-one. Okay, you don't do it on purpose. You could have done the volley. You don't do it on purpose, but it's poor. He wasn't even under pressure. That, for me, I'm sorry, mate. Why are you looking for the free kick? You didn't back yourself to outpace Kyle Walker. So you felt a bit of contact. You look for the free kick. And it's led to a goal. John Stone's shot's blocked. All we can aim for now is a draw. I don't see United scoring again. Foden, one of my favourite players in the league, says Layol. He's a baller. He's a baller. Listen, of course I'm anti-Man City because I want Arsenal to win the league, but I'm not gonna cap about Foden. He's an unbelievable football player. The way he drifts on the ball is incredible. England should win the Euros, but they probably won't because of Gareth Southgate. You got Saka, Foden, Bellingham, you know, Declan Rice, Walker, Stones. But they won't. They won't because of Southgate. France or someone will probably win it. Free kick to Man City, 30 minutes to go. De Bruyne taken quickly by Bernardo Silva, whipped in by De Bruyne. Onana flaps it. It goes out for a corner. Proper street baller Foden. And it's interesting because Foden came through Man City's academy. I think he got signed at like 8 years of age. But he almost doesn't play like an academy player because you don't really see many academy players that dribble as much as he does. So he kind of changes that narrative a bit. I said with Saka, you can tell he's come through the academy because he doesn't have that street element to him at times, where Foden kind of does. They haven't overcoached him. They've just allowed him to play his game. Corner to Man City. Foden whips it in, back post. Good flick on by Dallo. I have to admit, Dallo's had a brilliant game for them. He really has. United fans have been trashing Rashford right now. Have to be Listen, to me, he scores such a great goal, then he undoes it by just being weak. Should have backed himself, knocked it in front of Walker and just tried to get his body in front of him. Carol said, I'm looking forward to the Liverpool City game next week. That'll be a cracker. England should, but sadly our national team has reached Southgate's ceiling. Here comes City again. John Stones. It's cleared by Casemiro, given away by Bruno Fernandes. That's awful. He has not done a lot today either, has he, Bruno? Hardly mentioned him. Bernardo finds Rodri. Their shape's slightly different now. Bernardo Silva's gone to the left. It's interesting. Kevin De Bruyne's actually playing almost right wing like he used to when he was in Germany. Just whipping in crosses. Bernardo gives it away there. United can't get the ball back. Saka scores tons of those. I've not seen anything in this match. No, listen, I haven't said once in this match that Foden's better. No chance. They're probably equally as good. But what I'm saying is Foden, the way he dribbles and drifts past people, he plays with a lot of freedom, you know. How much Gangstar have you listened to since Friday? Do you know what? I knew about Gangstar anyway. I just always thought Guru, the rapper, was called Gangstar. I didn't realise him and the DJ was the group, you know. Big up everyone who tuned in to the OG show, me and Turkish. Oh, Rashi, man, come on. Got to do better, man. The ball's bouncing off for him now for a throw-in. Does Saka need to get meaner? Maybe. You know, that's what I said. When Arsenal were moaning about him getting fouled, I said he needs to probably get stronger and be a bit more aggressive. Premier League, they target you, man. The wingers that dribble get kicked. I see Alexis Sanchez get kicked. Hazard got kicked. That's the way it is. But he's getting better. He's definitely getting stronger, I think, Saka. Doesn't get fouled as much now. I think he's a lot more aggressive in the last few months. Here's Foden. Plays it down the line. Come on, please. 27 minutes. Ball whipped in by Foden. Bernardo heads it across over the head of Haaland. Can't quite reach it. Wow, I thought he was going to head that in. Just hang on for a stinky draw. We'll take it. Here's Foden again. De Bruyne. It's crazy that De Bruyne's playing out wide. He did play there when he was in Germany, right mid. De Bruyne again overhits the pass. Good defending, and Onana collects it. Dean Burkitt said, my day is now complete. I've only had my name up on the smart TV. Bless. Big up, Dean. Smart TV settings. Appreciate you tuning in. Quasar said, Foden is the better footballer. Saka has better output and influence. Most times, Foden gets things on a plate and doesn't carry a team to wins. Saka can. Foden doesn't show it enough. Yeah, listen, I think if you're looking natural ability, of course, Foden is, you know, on the eye. He plays the game probably with a more swagger about him. But I've always said, could Foden play for a team like Arsenal and carry them? Foden can have a lot of quiet games and he doesn't need to turn up because De Bruyne will win you the game. Haaland will win it. Bernardo will win it. Arsenal, we don't have too many match winners. So you've got to... I think you can praise both of them. It doesn't need to be one's better than the other kind of thing. Ten Hag got a yellow card for this reaction at the fourth official. He was saying that Rashford was fouled in the build-up to the goal. Going mad at the fourth official. Fourth official looks like he said something to the ref and he was booked. Rasmus Højlund's injured. He is injured, isn't he? What did I say? He was available. I might not. Yeah, I think he is injured, isn't he? Højlund, 2 or 3 weeks. Fraud Hog. Listen, the game's in the balance. 25 minutes to go. I think if you'd have said to Man United before the game, 1-1 with 25 minutes to go, they'd have probably taken that. They lost to Fulham at home last week. Let's be honest. You know, you lose to Fulham at home and you've got Man City away the next week. I saw people saying they would lose this game 4 or 5-0. Here's Rashford. Walker's chasing him down. Keep the ball. Good ball, that. Oh, Bruno now. Bruno's had a stinker as well. He's had a horrible game. Man United win the ball back. Can they get something out of this? Onana's up now. He was down injured, but he's back up. Bruno's done nothing this game. Been awful. Just the ball went under his foot. Didn't even control it. Can't wait to play this United team. You know what, though? When I see teams play like this, I don't get too carried away because I just always think, you know, they're not going to play like this at Old Trafford against us. They'll find a way to perform at a better level, you know. Here's Onana on the ball. Man United are so laid back on the ball, it worries me. And then they do things like that. I've praised Dalot most of this game, and he goes and kicks it out. Terry said, would you take Gakpo? No, I think he's been poor at Liverpool. He's got ability, but output levels are not there. I wouldn't want him. Bruno is finished. Take him to Saudi. I've heard a lot of Man United fans in the last couple of months saying Bruno is becoming a problem to them. He loses the ball too much, and he's their captain as well. Like I don't see the leadership qualities. Here's Foden up against Lindelof. 23 minutes to go with the Manchester derby. Good game. Definitely an entertaining game. It's in the balance. I do think we'll get a winning goal. It doesn't feel like we won't see another goal. Good pressing there by United. Forced all the way back to Ederson. I do like Darwin. I think Darwin has got talent. I would take Darwin at Arsenal, you know, honestly. Darwin through the middle would cause problems. His link-up play is not great, though. Haaland turns one, goes past another, free kick. This is dangerous. Yellow card, 20 yards out, 22 yards out. Varane gets a yellow. De Bruyne's going to be all over this. You shouldn't let Haaland do that to you, man. He's not a great dribbler. Will we see Partey on the bench tomorrow? I hope so. Every game I expect to see Partey on the bench, and he's not there. This is dangerous. Free kick. Wow. Fair play to Ten Hag. Manchester derby bringing on a teenager. Is this that Forsen? Johnny Evans is coming off. Who is this guy? I don't know if it's that Forsen. I think he played the other week. Evans walks off the pitch. He's in no rush. How old is Johnny Evans? I just want to see. Oh, it's Cambuala coming on. Johnny Evans is 36 years of age, playing for Man United at centre-back. Fair play to him. Yeah, Cambuala comes on. Evans' bedtime. He's going for a hot chocolate and going to bed. Núñez opens up a defence. He's an aggressive runner, isn't he, and things like that. Listen, free kick. This is dangerous. Middle of the goal. Or just tiny bit to the right. Bernardo, De Bruyne, Kyle Walker all over it. And this will be Kevin De Bruyne. I've got no doubt about it. He will hit this. And Onana's going to need some magic now. What is it? Cambuala? Who came on? I didn't even have him on the bench. Here we go. Bernardo and De Bruyne over the ball. Please don't go in. They've got Garnacho laying on the floor. Kevin De Bruyne. Here we go. Shoots. Blocked by the wall. Well done. And they clear it. Although Foden keeps it in. The wall did its job there. He didn't get enough height on it. We've only had one. How many changes? I think that was the first change. No, two. Alvarez came on. Here's Phil Foden. Horlick settings for Evans, man. Slippers and a hot chocolate. Here's, look at Man City defense. Ake, Diaz, Walker, John Stones. Have you ever seen a back four that high? John Stones on the edge of the Man United box. Walker's basically DM. Walker shoots. Saved by Onana. And Diaz, they're all camped in the Man United half. What Man United have got to do is win the ball back and then hit them on the break. That's what they got to do. Jake said, why is De Bruyne copying Jack Grealish haircut? He obviously likes it, don't he? You know, he's inspired him. Park the bus on FIFA, exactly. Here's Lindelof. Don't take chances there. That's a great ball. Oh, naughty tackle, Foden, but he doesn't catch him. He wins the ball. Kyle Walker. See, they've lost the ball too quickly there, United. You've got to keep the ball. United need to bring on Eriksen, says Christopher. He's good at them passes, isn't he? The only problem with Eriksen defensively, he doesn't offer you a lot. They're probably thinking McTominay, Mainu, Casemiro, you got a bit more physicality, a bit more defensive work. Desiree said, can you rank the top 5 leagues in order? You got to go Prem, then La Liga, I would say, then probably Italy, Germany, France. Yeah, there you go. There's your order. Off the top of my head, that's what I would think. Cambuala does well there, clears it. Yeah. The Boldchester Derby. Ten Hag and Pep. Given away there by Kyle Walker. What have United got on the break? Fernandes finds Rashford. Sort yourself out. Here's Dallo. Come on. They've got players forward. City have got players back, though. Go forward. Why is he going backwards? McTominay, I'm telling you, I'm so glad I'm not a United fan. I would be going crazy watching that guy play football. He is so frustrating. He had a clear forward pass there. And what is that from Lindelof? You just kicked the ball out of play. What is that? Oh, and they're bringing on Anthony. I don't think he's going to improve anything. That spin around merchant. Ball over the top. There's Bernardo Silva. 18 minutes to go, people. 18 minutes to go. And you're right, Rastaman. We've had McTominays in different forms of players. Frustrating players, that is for sure. Here comes City. Foden twisting and turning. Gets into the area. John Stones tries to thread the ball to Walker. United struggling to clear it. City win the ball back. This is literally attack versus defence. George said Anthony, one of the worst signings in Premier League history. I agree. Although here come City. Bernardo is cleared. They win the ball back again. Xhaka was McTominay at some point. Listen, he had moments, he was. Anthony will come on at right back. Bro, I think Garnacho will come off. Rashford will stay on. There's Bernardo Silva, clips it in and Arna collects it. 16 and a half minutes to go, people. United struggling to create anything. Onana kicks it long. Ederson comes out. Go on, Bruno. Nick it off him. Nick it off him. Ake does so well to win a free kick there. If Garnacho could have took that off him. El Neni is McTominay. Yeah, fair point. Anthony is coming on. And, he's took Rashford off. He's been brave there because Garnacho has not really done anything. But listen, the goal, incredible. One of the best goals I've ever seen him score. The rest of the performance, not good enough. I just thought Rashford is still probably a bigger goal threat than Garnacho and probably quicker. So I'm surprised he dragged him. But yeah, it's a strange performance. His goal was incredible, but the performance has not been. I still would have took Garnacho off, I can't lie. But Garnacho goes to the left, Anthony's on the right. That might actually be more difficult for them to hit them on the break now because Anthony is not particularly quick and I can't see Garnacho testing Kyle Walker for pace either. Here's Ruben Diaz. 15 minutes to go. Well, 15 minutes and a few seconds. Plus time added on, so you're probably looking at 20 minutes overall to hang on. But the disappointing thing was, in the first half, it looked a lot like United could hit City on the break, where now they're playing so defensive. They can't really get forward. Highbury's Oakle Badger said, here is me leading the Pagans shamelessly. How do we get here? Come on, hold your run. Oh, Anthony, is he onside? He ain't going to get... He's got no chance of getting past him. He's got no pace. He's saying Bruno should have played the pass earlier. Anthony scored at City last season in the 6-2. Well, let's hope that's a good omen. Get Maino in the summer before United destroy his talent. He'll get a long contract, won't he? I think he's a Manchester boy as well. He'll probably want to stay there. Here's Foden, right-hand side. I tell you what, the game's got a bit slower. Last 10-15 minutes starting to make me a little bit tired, I can't lie. City are struggling to create chances even though they're dominating the ball, and Man United are just creating nothing. Here is Rodri. Edge of the area. Out wide to Kevin De Bruyne. Left-hand side this time. Twists and turns. Casemiro does well. Nathan Ake whips in the cross. It's high. Looking for Haaland. Lindelof heads it away. United win the ball back. How many passes do you think? That's it. There's your ball. I mean, I'm not saying Garnacho would have outpaced Walker, but he was in front of him. United don't even need to look. Just play the pass over the top. Here's Rodri, 25 yards out. Looks for Bernardo Silva. Good header. Bruno, man, that's a crazy pass. United clear. United win a free kick. Edge of their penalty area. And they can slow the game down here. You need a few seconds. I've been in games like this before, man, where the other team are dominating. You need every bit of rest you can get. You have to, you know, when the ball goes out for a throw, you walk to get it. Thoughts on Jimenez from Feyenoord? Honestly, enter the Bruce, I haven't seen enough of him. I watched him a bit in Europe. He looks decent. I'm not sure if he's good enough. Onana taking all the time in the world and then gives it away. Although, McTominay should have got that. City have the ball back. We have got 12.5 minutes of normal time to go. Here's Rodri. Goes past. Oh, well done, ref. Ref said Rodri dived. Come on. Can they hit him on the break? We need good runs here. Bruno, pick someone out. Good ball. Kobe Mainoo. Garnacho's made the run. Garnacho, take it round and go on, Garnacho. Oh, what a tackle, ref. Is that not a high foot? Ederson takes him out. He wins the ball. This is a VAR check for a potential penalty. I think he wins the ball and he is onside. Is it a dangerous challenge? I think he wins the ball. I hope his studs are up. I think it's a good challenge. I don't think you get a penalty. He does come out with the studs up, but he doesn't really make contact with him with the studs, and I think that gets him away with it. There's a VAR check. Just shamelessly give a penalty. It's a great tackle. I can't even lie. It's not a penalty. I wish it was. See there, right? If somebody there was a little bit quicker than Garnacho, you'd have got that. And I think Rashford is a bit quicker than him, which is why I would have took Garnacho off instead. But no penalty. That could have been an absolute game changer. Listen, I know the modern game's gone a lot softer with tackles because of VAR, but it's not a penalty. You know, he does win the ball. It's a great tackle. Bit reckless, but the studs don't catch him. If the studs would have made any contact with him, that would have been a penalty, but the studs never touched him. Sophisticated. How long till Timber is back? He's in training. He probably won't play for another two or 3 weeks. By Gyökeres for his celebration. He does that, don't he? Or something crosses his face. Man United, come on. 11 minutes to go. City on the ball. Kevin De Bruyne. They've defended so well, but means nothing if they don't get out of here with at least a draw. Satori, have you seen Guti play, bro? Elite footballer. Some of his passing, unbelievable. The assists. Here's Foden. Finds Alvarez into Foden. They're in trouble. United. Foden scores. Game over. Phil Foden wins the Manchester derby for City. It is way too easy. And he slots it into the bottom corner. They've bottled it. They've absolutely caved in. Lock the stream off, man. It's so easy. How easy? I said, if they don't defend for 90 minutes, it means nothing. Phil Foden, boyhood Man City fan, came through their academy. He's clipped them up. Sharpshooter settings. Game over. They have bottled it. They've crumbled. Where's your defence? It just seems too easy, that goal. Look, Casemiro, go with him. Who's tracking him? Even Varane gets drawn to the ball. And in the shot, it doesn't look like he smashes it past him. Side foot. Onana, bro. No, man. I hate that goal. Hate that goal. I feel like Onana should even do better with it. I don't think he covers himself in glory there. 3 opportunities there. Casemiro doesn't track him. Varane doesn't come. Varane gets drawn to the ball. and leaves Foden, and it's a side foot, bro. It's not even in the bottom corner. I think the keeper could have saved it. There you go. It's the hope. It is the hope. Philly Fodes, people. Philly Fodes, as Brett called it. I'm done now. I'm just relaxing for the last 9 minutes. They've stressed me out. They've brought an Amra back. I'm forcing. That ain't going to do nothing. I'm chilling now. No stress. Garnacho, he's been awful. And they've caved in. I'm relaxing now. I've had enough. They've had me tense for 81 minutes, acting like I'm watching Arsenal play. I think one thing we have to realise as Arsenal fans, don't expect any favours from anybody in this league. Yesterday with a Forest, will they do us a favour? 99th minute, no favours. City 1-0 down, not playing great. 2-1, they turn it around, no favours. If you're going to win the league, you've just got to do what you need to do. And that's it. In the end, you're going to look back on this game and go, United, you was 1-0 up. You had some good half chances, but you haven't done enough to win the game. You haven't done enough. They'll probably concede again. City are all over them again. Not going to lie, Saka ain't doing that against Spurs. Nah, he scored against Spurs last year. I can't do that to him. I think Onana should do better. I really do. He does not cover himself in glory on that goal. It's a side foot. It's not even in the bottom corner. Should Onana do better? I don't think he covers himself in any glory with that. He really, his hand just looks, it's like it just goes for his hand. He side foots it past him. United, mate, they're not doing nothing this season. Nothing. Here's De Bruyne. What a ball that is. Pings it out wide to Foden. Up against Kambuala. Twisting, turning. Ake, edge of the area. Rolls it in. It's great football. Foden whips it in. Haaland looking for the header. Headed away. Bernardo brings it down. It's a training match. They're just absolutely bopping them now. United haven't had a chance for ages. Has Edison made a save in this half? Puts more pressure on us, but hey, like I said, we ain't getting favours from teams like United. 71% possession. One shot on target, which was the goal. They've done nothing. Man City, 7 shots on target, 7 off target, 13 corners. They've battered them at the end of the day. They've deserved to win. United have been horrible. Scored a thunderbolt and done not a lot else. Gonarola said false hope FC. Strikes again, shaking my head, end the stream. If they score a third, I'm locking it off. I tell you that. They score a third, we lock it off. I'm done anyway. There's only 6 minutes to go, so we'll see it out. Foden's going to get man of the match and all the headlines. No doubt about it, in front of Southgate. What was Rashford? Yeah, a lot of people moaning at Rashford online. But here Neville say the big red bottle jobs. Yeah, exactly. I want to hear that. He won't, though. Here's Kevin De Bruyne against Amrabat. Goes past him. Foden. Twisting, turning. City just keeping the ball. Richard said, Saka ain't turning the game around alone. We'll see. Let's see. Let's give him a chance. A lot of big games coming up for us for him to continue proving himself. Big C, if we put Odegaard in the 8 and ESR in the 10, do you think this would work? I just think Arteta's given up on Smith Rowe, if I'm being honest. RJ said, is Foden better than Saka? Because I love Saka, but I don't know. Man, you're starting to see that Foden is better than Saka. They're different players, man. They're different. It's very difficult to judge the two players. I've always said on the eye test, if you go purely off the eye test, you will always say Foden's better. He's a silkier player. But you've got to respect the work that Saka does and 15 Premier League goals. Or 15 Premier League goals this season. And we don't create as much as City do. So imagine what he's got 13 goals, 7 assists. And he got 14 and 11 last season. But Foden's a baller. Foden is a baller. I mean, now that's 12 goals, I believe. 7 assists. So he's putting up numbers. Get the likes up to 1K. Foden could sneeze and man would be comparing him to Saka. You're right. Every question is comparison of the two. Different players. One's more of a cam, Saka's a winger. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Drills it across. Great block. Sad thing is, you know, they've actually defended quite well, but they switched off for the second goal and it's done them. You're right. We've just got to go and hammer Sheffield United tomorrow. Go to Sheffield. Go and beat them 3-4, 5-0. Job done. Brentford next week. At least we know next week, right? This is what you've got to cling to as an Arsenal fan. We know next week there is a guarantee that Liverpool or City will drop points. They're playing each other. Hopefully both of them drop points. And that's what we got to cling to. Smash Sheffield United tomorrow. Brentford at home next weekend, 5:30 on Saturday. Go and beat them. We play before City play Liverpool. They play on Sunday. So what we have to do is win them 2 games, put the pressure back on those teams to do their job. We will actually be top of the league by next Sunday if we win both our games. So it's on us. Like I said, we can't expect favours from teams like this. They're not good enough, United, to go there and do anything. And remember, City have a midweek game, Copenhagen in the Champions League, so they'll have a bit of fatigue. Arsenal don't play midweek. Well, we do play on Monday, but not in the middle of the week. And I'm just checking, have Liverpool got a midweek game? Yeah, Liverpool have got Sparta Prague Thursday night in the Europa League. So at least from Monday to Saturday, we don't play. They're going to drop points. They'll have tired legs. And that's all we can do. Anthony's trying to outpace Nathan Ake. He's doing all right, actually, but ain't going to last long, is it? And it didn't last long. Foden wins the throw-in. Listen, Foden's hyping up the fans. He's going to get some serious props for this performance. I can't lie. Not just for scoring goals. Big C start timing out the Foden lovers. Oh, dear. Praying for a City-Liverpool draw. Fatigue, Curtis, it's Copenhagen. I know Copenhagen. And I think City won the first leg as well, didn't they? So if they score early in the home game, it'll be game over as well. Abdullah said, I'm logging out. Thank you for the watch along Wednesday next stream. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m, Sheffield United against Arsenal. We're live, people. Get involved. 2,700 of you locked in now. We've got a minute to go of normal time. The interesting thing is, oh, what are you doing, young lad? Leave it. I mean, the crazy thing is, United could have still got a draw out of this and they're still not attacking. They're still not trying. They can't get forward. Foden on the ball. 30 seconds of normal time. How long will be added on? Can't be long. Maybe 4 minutes. Bernardo Silva. Alexa said that's it. If City win, it'll mean we'll be closer to Liverpool. Listen, I want to ask a question, right? Let's assume next week it isn't a draw between Liverpool and City. If one of them wins, what team would you rather won if one of them had to win? 8 minutes added on. Where's he found 8 minutes from? If one of them had to win, what's the better result? I'm still a little bit... Part of me thinks Liverpool win, slow down City, then we beat City. That gets City out of the way. But then the problem you've got, Liverpool then have got a points gap and they've got the easier run. If City win, that drags Liverpool back down a bit. And then if we beat City, we then go above them. So, oh, De Bruyne shoots just wide. So I'm actually not sure what the better angle is. I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know. What do you guys think? City, a lot of you saying City, Liverpool have easy games. I'm just worried that if Liverpool beat City, they're hardly going to drop any points. Haaland, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, scores, game, set, and match. We laughed at him in the first half. But what do all great strikers do? They come back, they answer, and that is how they answer. The robot has been fixed. (3-1) to City. Haaland. Game over. And by the end of the game, you're looking at this going, yeah, man. It looks like light work now, don't it? You know what I mean? For 75 minutes. Who gave the ball away? Casemiro, Amrabat. What is that from Amrabat? Send him back to Fiorentina. What is Amrabat doing there? Terrible. Absolutely. Man United are horrible. I know City can do that to most teams. It's a great finish. Slots it in the corner, passes it in. Man United are awful. Absolutely awful. Amrabat, oh my days, what is he doing? I was going to end the stream, but there's only 6 minutes added on of... no, 8 minutes added on, and we're 2 minutes in, so there's 5.5 minutes left. Pep's all smiles, but listen, Man United, man. Horrible, horrible team. What is Amrabat doing? Imagine you bring a sub on. They're doing the Poznan. They're taking the mick. They've actually, you know, when you really look at it, right, they have genuinely, they don't have the fan base. They don't have the history of Man United, but they're just, I feel like they're taking over Manchester. They really are. They're doing Poznans. They're getting 72% possession. They're just taking the mick out of them in their own city. It's wild. They've got a better stadium, better training ground, better manager, better team. They're winning multiple trophies year after year after year. United haven't won a title since 2013. It's crazy. You bring Amrabat on, go on, lad, change the game for me. Okay, yeah, I'll give the ball away and Haaland scores. That's what I'm saying. We were saying earlier in the stream, people were saying City don't look as good. They've won this game 3-1. It's light work in the end. Look, ball given away. City have it again. Foden finds Ake. Foden. Here's John Stones. Man U are awful. They're absolutely awful. They have taken over, honestly. I think they have. They're not a bigger club. Historically, of course not. But they're wiping the floor with Man United in that city. We are watching them create history. We are. We are. The history that a lot of us saw growing up, Man United, Champions Leagues, they're now creating it. And listen, it takes a long time to get the fan base because they don't have that. You know, Man United have had decades of success. But the 115 charges is probably our only hope. Get them relegated. But I don't think they'll relegate them anyway. Premier League won't want to lose that much money. Why did Ten Hag take off Rashford and Evans? I don't know. I have no idea. United are terrible. And United are awful. Absolutely. They're going nowhere with this team. Absolutely going nowhere. The stadium's leaking. Their training ground's old. Their manager's not that good. Their players are not that good, realistically. Bruno, he's just lazy. Bad attitude. Rashford, you get a moment of brilliance and then 70 minutes of nothing. Anthony's awful. Do you know the best thing at Man United is Kobbie Mainoo? Honestly, he's the best thing at Man United. 18-year-old, looks a top quality young centre midfielder. They are awful, in my opinion. Awful team. They're going nowhere. They need 5 or 6 signings to fix that team. Casemiro's old. Varane, I think he's out of contract. They're going nowhere. That's a bad football team, honestly. Man United are really bad. 2.5 minutes left. I will be jumping into a Man United fan stream just for troll purposes. Foden is injured now. He's back up, though. Foden's coming off. He's limping off. I think that's one of them where you've had a good game and the manager just wants to take you off to get that round of applause, you know. But United, man. Listen, I've been in situations, and Arsenal fans, we've been there. London, Arsenal, seeing Chelsea win Champions Leagues and stuff like that is painful. But what they're doing is a whole other level. It's a whole other level. Chelsea would win a Champions League or win a title, then maybe go a few years without winning. These, man, every season, trophy, trophy, trophy. Foden through the youth team. Pep Guardiola, their style of football. Yeah, for 75 minutes, I'm hyping, can United get something? This was not a close game of football. They scored an unbelievable goal and basically did very little the rest of the game. They've been battered. They've been absolutely annihilated. They're miles off. They're so far off, it's unbelievable. I don't know. It must be a bit of a crazy thought for Man United having to watch this. With the amount of money they've spent, with the managers they've had, with the investment, and this is what you've got to show for it. I just don't know. I don't know what Man United are. Listen, I grew up disliking Man United. Arsenal and United were big rivals, but I always respected them. I mean, what's this guy Amrabat doing? Is he on work experience? I watched Amrabat in the World Cup look like an absolute boss for Morocco. He looks absolutely dreadful for Man United. They're terrible. Absolutely awful. Yeah, Rashford probably has played a big part in costing them the game as well. You know, with them chances. They're a million miles away. They're playing Johnny Evans in 2024 at centre-back. I mean, France and Man City are levels above everyone in world football. They built from the bottom. It's took 15 years. Patience pays. And they've done the right thing. They've handled it well. You know, I've been to that training ground a few times. I've been to their ground. Their whole setup it's becoming a powerhouse. Yeah, they haven't got the fan base, but they're becoming a powerhouse. Their training ground is unbelievable. Their stadium's top quality. They're building hotels and shops around the stadium. Man United got water leaking down the roof. Bruno Fernandes, free kick, loops it in, flicked on. Full-time whistle goes. There you go, people. There you go. The bold derby. Pep and Ten Hag. Remember, Ten Hag used to be a coach for Pep at Bayern Munich. And he's little broed him again. Phil Foden gets man of the match. 2 goals. I tell you what. That was actually quite a tiring watch-along. Usually when I do watch-alongs for other teams, I'm super laid back. But United actually got me hyped, thinking they could get a draw out of that. And in the end, they've just been smashed. What a waste of time that was. Absolute waste of time. People, I am out of here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate your support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Sheffield United against Arsenal. Let's handle our business, win our games. At least we know City and Liverpool play each other next week, and they're going to drop points. We'll jump in a stream. Where should we go? Saeed? Jump in Saeed's stream. Put Curtis Raid in the chat. We're raiding the chat, people. And I will see you all tomorrow. Man United in the mud. Let's go. Bless!